You're tuned in to the weird. Wow. The wonderful world of pixels and play.
Yo, it's iFlames on the mic, dropping the facts right. From indie gems to that AAA spotlight. We break it down, no console wars in sight. Just pure gaming passion, burning ever so bright. Squirrel Master here, climbing the leaderboards. Finding the glitches, opening secret doors. From retro classics to the next gen roars. We're digging deep for the lore and more, of course. With iFlames and Squirrel Master. Let's get into it.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Really diving deep into it.
I think I messed it up when I took them off the stage, but how's it going? We'll bring them out fast
What
enough.
is up, guys? How is it going? Welcome back for another episode, guys.
Okay, I didn't laugh that time. Actually, I did. I tried to fight it off. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man.
Season.
There you go. I'm having an aneurysm and a stroke at the same time. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Ready for it's been a short week from podcast from Wednesday to Tuesday, right?
Right. Yep.
So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. We have
most definitely.
But it's all good, dude. A good week. You know, started streaming again full time, but 5 days this week.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not doing anything today, obviously, because I'm here. But Wednesday, Mondays, Wednesdays, Friday, Thursdays, whatever, dude. Anyway, but we have, I need help, so we got to bring out the guests so that we can get help here.
Yeah.
But what's up, CJ? We have. Well, that's Domino. We have Future Domino. We have Cat in the chat. Well, we have Negley back there, and then we have Hottie with the shot. I don't know
Mac
what the
Attack.
brother. And then we have Mac Attack from Mac. Yep, and I already said Cat. So there's everybody. Now we might as well bring them out
here too.
Yeah, keeping gaming weird. Yeah, we're here. Thank God we're here, right? But without further ado, anyway, we have Negley and Shotty, right? Shotty, is it Hottie? Shotty? That's a question we're gonna have to ask when they get out here.
Hottie the Shotty.
Yeah, I thought you said you were babysitting. What's up, brother? But I'm gonna bring her out right now so she's laughing. How's it going?
What's up, brothers?
What is going on? Welcome to the stage.
What's going on?
Oh, that was
I'm the most horrible person to intros, right? Like I just like and then
here they are.
Well, I messed it up because we're sitting backstage trying to set this up for how long to have 4 people across, right? If you guys are in vertical and they look small, if you go to horizontal, right, it's going to be a whole lot better. Just to let you guys know they're watching vertical. If you're watching on vertical, it doesn't matter anyway. You're still going to hear the conversation. Right. But you won't be able to see. So the chat will pull up the chat back and forth because you guys won't be able to see it if you're on horizontal and vertical. But that way you can also not block Negley's face or whoever is over there on that side as well. But anyway,
I mean, if you want to block my face, by all means, go ahead. I mean, I've got a face made for radio anyway. So
yeah, I try to make it small as I could, dude. And regular. Oh, there we go.
Look
at that. We click buttons at the same time together and we work out. So, bam.
We broke the system. Don't fucking touch it now.
Don't touch it. Like my camera before. Matter of fact, I gotta change the lighting just a little. But yeah. So, first question would be, I guess, so whenever I sent y'all the questionnaire, I didn't even read it all the way just so I could be surprised. I copy and pasted it. No, I copy and paste it for the description, the video description. That way I'm still surprised. I did happen to glance over and see that your name came from your dad, right?
Yes.
And that's all that I saw. So that's all that I saw. That's
no, your original name was my name.
Yes. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
So
I
you
wasn't
were
streaming. I wasn't. She streamed, and I wasn't streaming.
So you were the hottie with the shotty at the time.
No, she was Negley97 at the time. I mean, I'm a hottie with a shotty. Don't get me wrong.
Not the drum. I can't. No, I mean, I just never really had a name, and it was always like all of our. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that. All of our old passwords were Negley97, so that was kind of like the username that we had. And whenever we started Fortnite, I think, Dad, you just put Negley97 because it was your Epic or something like that. And then one day,
no, it was my PlayStation account. It was my PlayStation account. Therefore, it was tied with Negley97. So when you fired up Fortnite, you became Negley97.
So everything, everything was Negley97.
Yeah.
And then one day, I was like, maybe I just shouldn't be Negley97. Maybe I should have like a girly name. Like people play with me, and they're like, "What is Negley97?" And I'm like, "It's something with my dad. I don't know."
So you could make shit up if you wanted to at that point.
Yeah.
And then
it was like the prom queen of whatever.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. So we
my
did it
name
with
now.
Fortnite. So
Negley was my you know, your pro name back in the circuit days.
See?
So now that takes out a whole nother question. I was gonna be like, so where'd you get your name from? Negley, never mind. So that explains everything that we needed to know.
Oh, well, his means something.
Mine has a meaning. Well, yours has a meaning too. Mine has a meaning though. Yeah.
Not actually meaning, yes.
So my turn.
Yeah.
So mine's just it's basically a two-parter, right? So the Negley part, that's just a landmark nearby. I can't remember what name I used to go by when I played Half-Life a long time ago, but I got tired of whatever that name was, and so I was just sitting around. I'm like, what can I brand myself, you know? And this was playing, I think it was Frontline Force, which was an old Half-Life mod, and there's a landmark nearby called Negley. So I thought, you know what? I'll name myself that. It's, you know, it's kind of a name. And then 97 was the year that I started dating her mother. So
nice.
I'm together.
So cute.
And it's hilarious when I'm gaming, because again, I'm one of the oldest gamers that are out there, believe it or not. And it's hilarious when I'm gaming and someone was like, "Oh, you were born in 97? This is awesome."
How's about when you said that?
Spoiler alert, no.
Yeah. So that's cool, man. I didn't never know. I honestly, I just assumed like name. I don't know. I mean, I just assumed with Hottie with the Shotty, you know, that was pretty explanatory. You know what I mean? Like I'm a girl with a shotgun. That's what I always thought.
Pretty much. Yep.
And then it turned into TikTok lives to doing what's up, brother? The whole freaking thing. I
thought you were babysitting.
Yeah, I thought you were baby. Have you ever seen that on Sketches Lives Flames when he was like when that dude was like, I thought you said you were with a bunch of shorties. He's like, I thought you said you were babysitting. It's like, what's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
It is St. Patty's Day. Well, as Iron self-proclaimed it, it's Baddies Day, right? So St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, I'll take a XLT on that shirt, by the way.
Yeah, he said he wants royalties if we come out with shirts that say St. Patty's Day on it. So
okay,
it's honestly perfect.
So
take us to court about it
for next St. Patty's Day. Unless we just call it a day. No, that's what happens. That's how we get around this, right? No, you cannot sue if it's a different day now.
Yeah,
so you came up with the idea for St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. If we do it at the day after St. Patrick's Day is St. Patty's Day. We're in there.
Let's go.
Loopholes.
That's right.
Yeah. Heck yeah. So what was the first game you played? Negley's, I know is going to be like fucking Chinese.
You guys have been Googling shit. You're like, what the hell is that? I never heard of that.
Pong on the fucking the old school fucking Pong.
When did that come out?
We might know first. Yeah. Like,
I wasn't even born yet. Oh my God.
Do you remember those Chinese? I know we're getting way off, but do you remember those Chinese things when we were kids? They were marble games. They were on the wall. And like the marbles would go down, and did y'all have those? Yep. Yeah, that's Negley was around when those were invented. See, that's good. So that's was Negley's favorite. Yeah,
that's crazy.
He saw the concept for Atari.
Those were cool though, dude. Those were cool as shit though, weren't they? Though the things on the wall, I missed those as a kid. Do they still make those things?
I don't know.
You know,
I thought
you
George
can
Washington
take him
had
down
one.
off the wall and play him as
That's
a
crazy.
board.
Looks like but anyway, what was the first game that you played that you remember playing?
Is that for me? Yeah,
Shotty.
yeah.
I feel like the first thing that comes to my mind is Call of Duty,
That would probably be correct. I
which
wonder why.
Negley showed me how to play. We would play those like special op things with like the cool missions. Like what was it that? It was like what Call of Duty was that? I
Shit.
forget.
It was,
Is that
That
Modern
was like my
Warfare?
favorite ever.
So it
like,
was
it was so
the-
fun.
Oh boy, it was the one where you're the sniper and you had to
Hidden.
traverse. Was it hidden?
Oh.
You had to traverse
Yeah.
through the fields.
Which
Yeah.
one was that?
And it would get to the
I
point
forget
where
which one it was.
it would get to the point where I'm with her and I'm like, there's going to be a guy to our right. And 9 times out of 10, we're getting blasted because she wasn't paying attention.
Yep.
But then she got good at it. At some point, you know, through repetition and muscle memory and everything, she got really good at it to the point where she was just as good as I was with that one. But yeah. And then we played Prop Hunt a lot too. Prop Hunt's a blast.
Oh yes.
Oh,
It's
prop
so
hunt
good.
stuff.
Black
I
Ops
introduced
3 is my favorite.
I introduced Kat to Prop Hunt actually in Discord. We were all playing on Fortnite, and I was like, I don't want to play Fortnite for what Fortnite is, right? Like it gets boring just dropping in, like, okay, let's go here again and crouch down in the corner. And that's just my opinion. Okay. I'm like, hey. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's play these other modes because I'm still playing Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
So we start playing Prop Hunt. She's like, "What's this, dude?" I'm like, "It's Prop Hunt. How do you not know like Prop Hunt from like Gary?" Well, we could be like nerds and talk about Gary's mod, right? Which was the
Holy shit!
Prop
Yeah,
Hunt
Gary's mod. I
started.
forgot about that.
That's where Prop Hunt started. Was
Yep.
Gary's mod.
Okay,
and
yeah, that
then,
was the source engine.
yeah, and then Call of Duty took it over and made it into what you saw like in the game, right? But now it's everywhere. Right? So we were playing it. And she's like, "Oh, I love it, dude! Prop Hunt's so fun when you have a group of people that are playing
Yeah, it is.
and not being
So
serious." You know, these are serious prop hunters, right? That just like set still right there and like they're like, I don't know. Is there prop hunt ranks? I don't know.
I don't know.
That would be
But I mean, you could be really
crazy.
creative,
That'd
right?
kind of
So,
be dope, actually.
That would be really fun.
and Hottie, remember this? It's great to be like one of those giant props, right? And you're a giant prop, and then
Yeah.
just out of nowhere, like jump up in the air and stick yourself on a wall,
Yeah.
and then see if people don't recognize it and go by. Like you're
Like a
pissing
shipping
yourself
container
laughing.
and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like people don't think twice. Well, why is there a shipping container up on the side of that wall? They just keep moseying on by.
That's so
It's
true.
part of the
Tears
map.
down your
It's
face.
an inverted shipping
Yes.
container. You're like, nah, that's part of the map. That's been here the whole
Yeah.
time, dude. Let's just keep
Or a
going.
fucking palm tree on top of a car. It's
Yes,
like, nah,
No,
that's-
literally.
that's in there.
and they'll do. They go right past. You're just crying. It's yeah.
It's too good.
That's crazy. Yeah, dude. When we were playing, I picked a wall one time. We were playing, and that was horrible. Like the whole house wall, and I couldn't figure out how to get myself
No.
out of it. Yeah. So I couldn't switch because something was happening with like this, you know how it bugs. And so I couldn't switch.
Yeah.
I'm just this fucking wall in the middle of the house, turned sideways. So I was like, should I just close somebody in when they come in? And they'd be like, yeah, this room just got smaller.
Or
But,
hide
yeah.
people, give them away.
That's a good game though to remember first playing. So do you mainly play like first person? Do you play shooters mainly? Is that? And I know you play like what you just got done playing, Negley, right?
Repo.
Repo and stuff like that, right? But are you mainly a
Yeah.
shooter?
I mostly play like Fortnite and Minecraft, honestly. Sometimes Arc Raiders and then Repo.
Minecraft is cool. I
Been
never
getting into
played it.
Crime Scene Cleaner too, if you know what that is.
Oh,
It's
nice.
like a
Yeah.
yeah. I like
I love
games
those.
like that.
I love the
Satisfying
sim
game.
games.
Yeah.
But CJ's been trying to get me to do more variety games because I am very like a creature of habit. Like I love Fortnite and I just play Fortnite. So he's really trying to television. Just a girl.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's I get into that too. Well, so
Yeah,
Negley,
but-
now your turn. What was your first game, dude? Your first game you played. What do you remember?
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a tough one because I would say probably the Atari Pong was the first one we
Pong.
played. Yeah.
Yeah. What was yours, Flames?
was
I'm
that?
curious now. You don't know what Atari Pong is? Wait.
All right. New
Oh,
tab.
I was right when I was joking about that.
You were
I
right.
thought
Yes,
that
you were right.
said that.
You're right. Yes.
That's
Atari
But you
Pong.
don't know what but Shotty, you don't know what Pong is?
You had a
know,
joystick.
Oh,
And it goes
yes.
boing, boing, boing.
Yeah,
with the
it's
ball in the
basically
middle.
2 lines.
Like,
That's it. And a ball
it's
in
like-
between.
Here.
I think I've seen that. Yeah, maybe.
I was like, I don't know if that's the noise I think it does make, kind of.
things were a lot simpler in the 70s. Okay, I'm just telling you that right now. Most of you guys weren't born yet, but things were a lot simpler then.
Yeah.
You could actually repair your own car back then.
That is true.
We'll have to add it to the wiki.
That is true. I was born right after the 70s, so
70s was great.
I was born in 99. Whoa.
Oh,
hello.
That's the wrong one.
Whoa.
Oh, there we go.
I'm getting motion sickness. There it is, right there. There it is. There it is.
He's like, I'm getting motion. There's Pong. Flames
Sure
had to pull it up
shit,
to
there it
show. He's like, you don't know what Pong is? That's literally Pong.
This is it.
And we
How
would,
the
I played that for hours myself. I'm not gonna lie. And how you would play
played
that
it
for
too.
hours? You
And
wonder,
here,
right?
here's a little
I would
spoiler
never
alert.
hit the ball.
There's no levels. This is it. Like,
Yeah.
this is it. Like, you hit a ball back and forth.
It's
I just
it's
wouldn't
digital
play.
table tennis.
Yeah.
Do you remember baseball on television?
Yes.
So like that game was the same thing. Did you like boink and hit the ball and then you run around the bases and then there's no completion of there is no point to the game. You just keep going.
Yep.
And the bat was all like curved with pixels, right? Like so it didn't look like it was just and I swear they
It's so
swung.
horrible.
I swear they swung. They did not swing. The bat never went out. Right? It just went straight forward. Like you were fishing.
But I mean,
with
the graphics were so. I mean, the graphics were so much superior than obviously Pong and Atari 2600, though. So
yeah.
it caught on. Like you accepted the fact that games looked like shit back then. But
Right.
because you had the arcades, right, where everything was like it looked realistic or what have you, and you go home to your home consoles, and it's like, oh my god, this is not Pac-Man, or Atari 2600. But still, you're playing at home instead of driving wherever. So it was something you could sit there for hours and hours and just play the ugliest freaking games in the world, but we had a blast. I mean,
Great time.
Yeah, I had the first game that I remember is Commodore 64 Pat. Do you ever remember that game? See, no one else would know
Commodore
that game.
64. Oh, I
don't know any of
I
these.
had a Texas Instruments
Yeah.
TI 99 4A. That's what I had.
Why is that so common? Refresh my memory. of what
Commodore
that is.
64, it was like the long disc, and then you just it was literally no hard drive. So you had the keyboard that was long, and then you set it was 2 5 and what were they 5 1/4s, right? Or 5 1/2. So it's 3 1/2s and 5 1/4s or 5 1/4. Either way, they go back and forth. But so then you just stick in the big fucking floppy disk and clonk, lock that bitch down like the old apples in school, and then it would start up and it'd be like, yep. And that's the game I played. It was called Pat. You had to feed him. You had to feed his dog. It was like Sims before Sims, dude. This was like 1986 Sims, probably 85, and like you just had to feed his dog, and you walk around this little house on Commodore 64. That's like the first game that I remember playing and being like, my grandpa got mad at me because that's all I wanted to play at his house was just like Pat. Like I just want to play Pat, and I don't know. I still remember that to this day.
Yeah.
Well,
I think the first game I played was probably Duck Hunter, the old school one on Nintendo.
On Nintendo, oh god,
yeah,
With the gun and shit. Yeah.
And that little dog that would come up holding.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like the first ones I remember were Nintendo games. Those were like the ones I really, really like. I have hardcore memories of was like track and field, wearing out controllers with the marble on A and B to cheat.
Yeah, your fingers were just worn to nothing. Yeah.
And then like of course Zelda and stuff like that. But the Punch Out, like those type of games is what I really remember. Like Arch Rivals. We were talking about Arch Rivals the other night, right? And somebody's like, I don't even know what that game is, dude. It was literally just run around punching people. It was before NBA Jam.
Yeah, basically.
On the basketball court. Shotty's like, I don't know what we're talking. What are we talking about? Like, is this stuff from the 1900s?
Literally,
he's familiar with the Nintendo, though. You're familiar with some of the Nintendo games.
Yeah.
My first Nintendo game was the value pack where it had like Duck Hunter, Mario.
With the little split on it that came with the system.
That was the first game that I had for Nintendo.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
How much of an idiot savant do I feel like that I can tell you that I think the cover of that video game was black on the front of it and Duck Hunt was in the top right corner. How bad is that, dude? That's like, I guess as a kid, I just remember grabbing that because we had that too. It came with our Nintendo.
That came in?
Yeah, and gray sleeves.
But it had Mario jumping on the right side with a fireball, I think, right there, and then
he's in the red and white suit.
That's crazy, dude. I don't know how I remember that. To be honest, I have no idea how, but I can't remember what I did yesterday.
Well, and my mom worked at Sears at the time, so we go visit mom, and they'd have a Nintendo right there. So I would sit there and just play Nintendo.
One-stop shop for everything.
Yeah, waiting for mom to get done. It was a blast.
I
The
miss
kiosks. I miss
Yeah,
the kiosk, going into the
Yep.
kiosk places and playing the video games.
Yep.
Did they have those when you were around? When you were still going? Like, were malls still? This is a serious question because I don't know when malls really fell off. But were malls still like prevalent when you were younger, Shotty? Were they still? I'm not being funny.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Because I don't know.
They were. Yeah, they were.
Because shortly
That
after,
was
it
like our
feels
big
like
thing.
shortly after high school for us, they kind of started to fall off real bad, right? I mean, like I graduated in 2000, so like it seems
shit.
like right around
Oh,
that
geez.
time.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I feel like I'm young still because I say that. All right, I feel like that's still. I was the first.
That is young. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay.
was
good.
born in
Thanks.
01.
Thanks, Negley.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
All right, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
I was 30.
Make sure you
when
went
graduated, so.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, no.
What do they call that in comedy? A recall, right? Isn't that what it's called when you
I think.
recall back to another
think,
joke?
yeah.
That was a great recall, Shotty.
Right,
That was
yep.
great job.
Mhm.
Great job. I don't even know if you know what you're doing there, but you've done something that's
She's a smart ass like me.
You'll fit in perfect then.
Yeah.
Iron did graduate. I think Iron's the only person in chat that graduated before you, Negley.
Shit. Oh wow. That's great. That's great. Wow. You know, he does look old.
And he told me some bullshit because he's been growing out his mullet, right?
Yes.
Everybody knows about him and talking about his freaking mullet that he's growing out, right? So he's like, "Oh, dude, we got the same hair." Flames was in there for this too. This whole conversation about we got the same hair. Yeah, so I've been growing my hair out. You guys ready for this reveal? Fuck you, Iron. Our hair is not the fucking same.
Oh man.
I don't have a sound for that.
Oh my god.
There's a reason. But there, all right? That's hey, dude. I got look at it, dude. It grows in, and it's not. It's like fuck you. Why are we doing this? Look, the whole thing is. It's not.
I'm trying to grow a cue ball here. It's getting there. I've almost got the cue ball going.
I've got the McDonald's arch in my fucking hair. Okay, guys.
No way.
Oh my God, yes.
No, you got the Vegeta Widows peak going on.
Man, I can't unsee that one.
He said, "Let it cook." This is not hat hair, bro. Look, this is not okay. Look, hat hair is gone now. This is not fucking hat hair. This is hair, dude. What do you want me to do to this?
Wow.
There's nothing. Look at it. It's like. Look, it's already growing out over here. It's getting long. It's just going to be a fucking.
I'm
Never
so
mind,
glad
dude.
I
I'm
don't
done
have that
talking
fucking
about
problem.
this. Not yet, dude. Keep talking about us. It's going to happen to you too. It's okay.
Nope. My grandpa
one
grandpa
point.
went through chemo and had fucking a full head of hair.
Okay. I need styling powder. What's up, DC? I need styling powder. The fuck to add volume, bro? There is no volume. Look at it. Look, I'll sit down and you can see there's no fucking volume. What do you want me to do to this, dude? This is bad, bro.
I mean, it could be worse.
I don't listen. Yeah,
Wait,
no,
Iron, do you style yours
Billboard.
with fucking powder?
That motherfucker. That motherfucker. Iron uses dude, he has some special hair growth stuff that he got from the Himalayas. It's like fucking goat turds and something else mixed together that he smears on his head at night. I don't know.
Oh, God.
He should give it 2 more months. Bro, it's been full.
It ain't Iron. It's not working, dog. It's not working for him.
So y'all, the last time I got a haircut was 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I've thought about shaving the beard off just to see if my beard grows back faster than I even get a fucking hair on anywhere in here. So anyway, sorry.
You should try that. You should try that. We'll see.
I might shave it. Just one side. I'll shave half.
Give it a try.
Just shave everything.
God.
Shave everything. Leave your eyebrows. No, fuck it. Shave your eyebrows too. Fuck it.
Oh my
Shave
God.
everything.
Just shave one eyebrow.
You know what?
Just shave this whole side of the face.
I will shave half of everything. All the way down to here.
Yes.
Just
Totally
straight bald on half and leave everything else hair. I will do it. Okay. Joe.
Oh man.
Fucking Joe, man. See, look, and then there comes even people in Australia know about my lack of hair. That is man. Anyway, back to I guess the podcast now. Yeah, that's right. We were born naked as well.
Yeah.
That is true.
True.
We're born bald, we die bald.
Yep.
So, sorry. Got
That's
a little
all right.
thirsty there.
Take your time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's my first podcast. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't laugh.
Don't
at the
know.
beginning,
Hey, me
so it
too.
fucked you all up.
I did laugh though. I was behind here laughing. I was trying to hold it so I didn't laugh. So every video. I don't know if you guys know if anybody watches the intro videos, but every intro video, there's some point that I have a clip that I leave the volume on, and it's always like him saying something crazy or silly, something that just makes me laugh. So like on this one's, it's there at the end. On the last video, it was somewhere in the middle. He's like, "I'm gonna bring the weirdest thing to the table." The AI made him say that, and I just left it on there, and I just laugh every time. It's like an inside joke to me, and I can't help it. I tried not to laugh, but I can't not laugh every time I.
It's a cool intro, though. It's pretty cool.
That's a really cool intro.
Yeah.
Thanks. I worked hard on it.
You guys took that one.
We got like maybe 1 or 2 more episodes left on that one. Then it's time for a new one.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah, because we'll be ending this season soon enough anyway. But so you got started stream. So back to that. Now we'll go back to we jump around. So I have ADHD, by the way. My name's Squirrel Master. If you haven't ever met me before, just so we're all on the same page here. Flames is like, I'm not gonna say shit.
You can't.
Pretty sure what he's gonna
just
say
lets
is,
it go.
what's y'all's journey to start the streaming?
Yeah, there you
Dude,
go.
mine's easy. Mine's easy. It was her.
Yeah.
That was simple, right?
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah. Dad, you should try this. It's fun.
He's
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
all right.
Here I am.
You just
yeah.
fully trusted me with that.
Yeah. Let her fail first. Let her deal with it.
Okay. No, I guess for me it would be, I guess I wasn't really like a gamer like whenever I was younger. I played Call of Duty, but like ever since like recently, I guess I started watching CourageJD, if anybody knows who that is. He's a streamer. And so he was like one of like the first streamers I ever really like watched. And I guess just like seeing his community come together, I was like, that's actually pretty cool. Like you can just like play Fortnite and talk to people. Like I play Fortnite. Why shouldn't I meet people? You know what I mean? And so I guess just one day I went to my dad because he's the tech guy, like I said, and I have no idea where to even start. I didn't know you need a capture card. I didn't know what you needed. So went to him, and that's whenever I was like, I think I'm gonna start streaming. And then went from there. And then I told him to start because it was super fun. And now it's even more fun that he started.
Right.
So she came to me for advice, and this is how many times I streamed. No, so I've had a Twitch account forever, and I did do some streams on the PlayStation when the Twitch app became available, just to play around with it, right? Just to play around with it, and wasn't anything serious or what have you. And that was it. So so when she wanted to stream, it's like, Dad, how do we do this? I don't have a clue. So it's just trial and error is what it was, and then you run into great people that are there, like Mac, for example, has helped her out tremendously. CJ's helped her. Like everybody in the communities have helped her out tremendously with everything, So that's what the cool part about streaming is. You meet a lot of cool people like you guys and everyone that's sitting in chat, and it is literally one giant family, and so that's how it was. I remember her, saying, "Hey, I'm having some issue with my audio," and you'd have 4 or 5 people in chat. Hey, try this, try that, do this. Yeah. And so you kind of learn as you go. But it was pretty cool.
And whenever I first started streaming, I was literally on like my personal laptop. Like it was lowest quality you could get.
It was let's see, we bought that laptop for you, I think your sophomore year of high school. So it was
something like that, yeah.
Let's put it this way, she put the stress test on that laptop.
Pushing all the money out of it.
I was surprised that it did what it did,
Yeah,
that's
so
awesome.
Surprise.
Shout out to all of them for making this happen.
I feel like if you don't start on rough and like start with bare minimum, you grow to appreciate it more as you get.
That's so true. Yep.
Tech and all that stuff.
My capture card's $15. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing too. Is a lot like knowing people, like especially that have been through like doing this through many steps, right? Like you meet people that have done like Mac has his own type of experience doing it, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Iron has his experience doing it. I've done mine. Flames has done his. Like everybody has their own experience, and they can tell you what when you're starting to do something, right? Like, hey, I'm going to get a mic. Well, you can get it through all of our journeys. Now we would probably everybody tell you it's better just to get a cheap XLR versus going and keep going USB, right? You know what I mean? But early on, we've all made all those problems, and I'm still using USB, and I'm just telling you what I would do, doing it over again. You know what I mean? And everybody else's trial and error, that's always freaking amazing to like see. You know what I mean? Like it's cool because you just everything from content to support when you get off, because people think that streaming is easy, man. You know, I mean, a lot of times. And even if you're not doing it, and I want to say like you're trying to monetize, you're not making about money, dude. How many times when you get off, like you're just drained? Oh yeah, you don't realize it. Like how many times do you? All of the cameras are off, and you're just sitting here like this still. You know, like
what the hell just happened?
Yeah, like
you gotta have that debreather after you get up for streaming.
Yeah, my first time on TikTok, that happened to me.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Because I had a swarm of people pop in and just give it was insane. Yeah. And I was like freaking out, and so nobody could see it, but I was freaking out inside. Like I was full blown panic mode because and I remember when I hit the end stream, I sat back there I'm just like I was in shock. Like, it took me a while to like snap out of it. Yeah.
You know, I felt like, I don't know about other people, but when I first started streaming, like I have this I'm not going to say like Flames does, I don't know if y'all know, but he does like graphics editing, like true like draws and does stuff, right? I do have like a creative brain, man, but between here and my hands, something different happens, right? You know, so digitally, I've always been a lot better, right? Mm-hmm. So, but as soon as I started streaming, I didn't do it on purpose, really. I posted a video of my PC, you know, because we do custom PCs. I made a new account, and I was like, if this thing gets 1,000 views, I could just stream. And it did. I got 1,000 views with no friends on the account. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to stream. Let's just do this. I don't even know what I'm doing. I turn it on. I'm like, oh, and then met Flames and other people. But it's crazy to go back and see the journey. That's the craziest part, is for it to be truly the conversations you had. Like, I don't know if y'all go back and look at anything ever, but your like oldest clips to your newest clips, like they're the craziest things sometimes. Like, holy shit, like I cringed at myself, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I watch myself early on, so I'm like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why did you say that?
Yeah. I did that. What?
Yeah. Oh,
and man. People still come back? You're gonna be kidding me.
Yeah, I literally just did that because my 1 year just passed. So I like went through all of those old clips, and I'm like, why did people even watch me? Like I was horrible at Fortnite. Like,
or you realize you say a word fucking 18,000 times.
Yes. Yeah. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mine was you guys or guys, and I was always saying, I was like, oh, I gotta fucking stop saying that shit.
Mine, I don't think I'll ever break my one that I have, and it's been since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm talking about. I say that I can't stop it. Like I swear I've talked to a therapist about it before. I'm not gonna lie. Like not like a speech, you know, like a speech pathologist or whatever they're called. And I'm like, because I knew a person that did it, you know, and I'm like, what can I do to stop this? And they try to tell me tricks, and I just can't. Yeah. Like it's just it comes out. And it gets the worse it goes. It's like once it starts to roll, I guess it's like a stutter, right? So once I start saying it, it's like I can't stop saying it, and it just keeps going.
It just snowballs, yeah.
It just keeps going. But so are you still on? I don't know, Negley. Have you ever done Twitch, Negley? Do you stream on Twitch sometimes? I think sometimes you do.
I do a lot on
here
Twitch.
And there, do you? Yeah, I guess I just catch you on TikTok a lot more. See how bad that sounds, but I didn't know because I just remember.
Which platforms are y'all on?
Yeah, I mean,
I have accounts. I have YouTube, Kick, Twitch, but I don't multi-stream.
Yeah,
I have multi-stream before. The tough part for me with the multi-stream is I can't keep track of everything. Like if you have TikTok running and then you have Twitch running and you have Kick running, you're gonna get people in all three of those. It's tough enough for me to play and stream and try to put on a nice show, but then I've also got to figure out who said what where. I mean, TTS is a savior, but it's really tough for me. So, and I'm old, so I don't process things as fast as she does and everyone else. So for me, I'm comfortable just going on one platform. I might hop on TikTok maybe soon and do some more vertical stuff. because I've got like the Atari stuff, which fits really good on a vertical thing. So
is TikTok your main?
No, I'd say Twitch is my main. I've done Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah, Twitch is probably my main.
I need to pay more attention.
And most of the games that you play Arc Raiders or Repo, those are designed really for a landscape. It's tough when you're on TikTok because you have to crop out part of that game just so people can see it.
All right.
And so that it takes away a little bit from that. But like I said, with the retro stuff that I do, that was designed on a square TV, so it fits the vertical format perfectly.
Fits absolutely perfect. With the TV overlay, it fits perfect. It does. It does. It fits so good. Like I love playing retro games. Like when I'm playing sometimes, just because how good it looks in the stream. Like when you're going vertical, like it looks so good. It does.
It was made for it. So I've got all my original Atari games. I went out to the Atari site, bought that new digital Atari that has HDMI. And I'm about halfway through all my cartridges to see which ones work and which ones don't. Because those cartridges are from the 80s, so some of them, they're dead. Do
you have the greatest Atari game of all? E.T. Do you have a copy of that?
Yes. In fact, I have 2 copies of it.
Do you? So wow! Holy shit!
Isn't that going for that owns serious money now?
I don't.
I have no idea.
So the story behind that. I know Shotty probably does.
It bankrupted Atari.
Yeah. You don't. They made the game. They made the game, right? Negley, you back me out. I don't know if you lived through the story. I just know it from secondhand. Hearing it. But they made this game and they rushed.
When I was your age.
Yeah, they rushed to get it done, and it basically was a big flop, and they had to dump the whole lot that they made into a fucking landfill.
Yep.
Because they couldn't sell them all.
Yeah.
So they just hid the evidence that the game ever even existed.
I would say a good example today would be Call of Duty, right? So Call of Duty has taken a hit because the game they've gone away from innovation and focused just on microtransactions, right? So, and then that's hurt pretty much the gaming industry today is we're paying, $60 for crap.
Yeah.
So think of the Atari, you're talking in the 80s, those games are probably $30 a piece. So today that'd be like $100, right? If you put $100 in a game, you're going to want some playability in that game. And what was happening was the Atari was competing with like ColecoVision and Television and those guys, and they needed that revenue stream to come through. And the Atari was still really popular. So they focused on, let's pump out as many games as we can, as quick as we can. And it's going to be hit or miss. And it got to the point where the consumer revolted and they're like, this game's a piece of shit. So, we didn't really have the internet back then. Yeah. This was all word of mouth. This was all, you're going in the mall or whatever, you run into someone, hey, did you play a new ET game? Yeah, it's horrible. Don't buy it. It's one of those things. And really that's what it was. Because like I said, you didn't have the internet. You had maybe some magazines that would write about it, but the game was just god awful horrible. And so they pumped all this money into licensing with was it Spielberg did that, I guess, and whoever. So you have all these licensing fees that you paid for this game that you anticipated you're going to make millions off of, and the sales just tanked right off the bat. So Atari had all this money put into this game, and there was no revenue coming in. And people
got horrible for even then. That was the crazy part. How do you make a game for back then where people look at the graphics and go, nah, that's
it was the same thing with
you had to try hard to make that bad. I'm sorry, but you did. Like we played Pong, okay, with 2 sticks with the ball in the middle. All right,
I'd rather play Pong, right? I'd rather play Pong
than the ET game. It was so bad.
It was the same thing with God damn it, I just lost the name of the fucking game. It's where they slide down and you stack the blocks.
Tetris,
yeah, it's the same thing with Tetris. They ported it onto Nintendo first, and then it sells. So they made the fucking original Game Boy, and they put it on there, and then it fucking outsold like everything.
Yeah,
that's
the story with ET. ET almost pretty much killed Atari, but yeah. I mean, people were like, I'm not going to put all this money out for another shit game from Atari.
And y'all know Atari's back.
It's back. It is back.
They're not making cons. They're doing what Sega did. They're smart.
They're making games.
They're making games now. just straight games, which is very, and I think to this day's industry, right? Consoles, I think, are something that's going to go away. They're already
100%.
starting to, right?
I mean,
But
no Xbox.
maybe, but I think I think it's going to change the way they look. We're still going to hold on to them because we still look. I mean, we still play freaking Nintendo, right? So I don't think anything's going to actually ever kill a console, right? But I say
Nintendo
like for the
will be
future,
just because of its name, it'll stay what it is.
It'll be around because you had. Like my parents was the baby boomer generation, right?
Yeah.
So you had them fully embrace this. You had my generation that fully embraced this. Now, when you look at HottiwShotti's generation, most of them aren't really into consoles per se, aside from like your PlayStations and stuff like that. But I think when you have a large enough fan base that it's out there, people are still it's going to stay alive forever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Atari it's a milestone.
It is.
Nintendo's hit their market, and they've always had their market.
Absolutely.
Because Nintendo, like there was games you knew back in the day, right? Like if you were going to play Madden, you didn't play Madden on Nintendo.
Yeah, no.
Okay. You went to Sega or you went to something PlayStation, right? Back when the 64 was out. You didn't play Madden 64. You just didn't do it. No one really played it. You went and played Madden in other places, but Nintendo's always had its grasp on like Star Fox. Those the platformer type games, they've always had that real
Zelda, Mario,
tight hold.
King Kong.
They've had their shit games, but they've had so many games that were a success. Like the problem with the Atari was everything was you had the arcades where it looks like one thing, and then you go to the Atari, it looks completely different.
Yeah.
So I mean, the gaming industry,
it was its first console of its kind, so it was like experimenting everything, and people didn't really like, oh, this is a home console now? What the hell?
Right. And as the arcades kind of weeded away, there was no need for those shit consoles anymore. When you had your Nintendo, that was great graphics, and then you're obviously your Super Nintendo 64, stuff like that.
Yeah.
GameCube, all those came out.
Were arcades still around when you were going to the mall, Shotty? Were arcades like still prominent?
No, not really.
No.
Yeah, I don't think there was. No, I don't think there was.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like I'm trying to think. The arcade time was like the craziest time when we were like in high school. Even you know what I mean? Like that was that was like the now, shit. Like you go to the food court and then you'd go to the arcade, and you knew where to find everybody between. Like if they weren't at the game store looking at games, you knew to find them like walking between there, the arcade, and the food court. That whole circle, you would find all your friends. You know what I mean?
Like, I think with her generation, it changed. It went away from the stand-up arcade cabinets to like skee ball.
Yes,
like Dave and
Buster's. There you go.
Right, was the big thing. Where they still have some of the
Dave and Buster's is still fun. Yeah. That's a fun place.
You had that shift. You had that shift from pinballs and stand-up arcades to, like I said, skee ball and with that coin thing where the coins fall.
Well, like most of the arcades now
coin
are
pushers.
all these like win prizes type arcade
games.
There's
some tickets. There's
not like the games that we played, Street Fighter, Tekken, Turtles in Time, Time Crisis, the Jurassic Park game, all that stuff.
Dragon Lair.
Yeah. And that's why, and you definitely, I'm sorry, I have to, and Iron, I definitely could tell you're not good at Madden. Sorry. Sorry, I had to see that. Saw that, and he said he played Madden 96 on Nintendo 64. Dude, I'd whack shit, man, right now, and I haven't played it in forever. No, I'm just kidding. Don't take me up on that.
I'm not blaming Iron for the purchase. He did get me into.
Oh, what, for the Atari?
Yeah, Atari came out with the new one. Yeah, so I mean, I'm happy with it. I really am. I'm happy. Yeah. It's just some of my games don't work. So
I've thought about getting rid of a lot more stuff than my retro stuff. So I'm like, I thought, see, that's why Mac, I would not want to play you in Madden. I bet you're better than my Iron at Madden. But but like my headset, my VR headset, I've thought about getting rid of that.
Castle. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was. I thought about getting rid of that, but I won't get rid of like my Nintendo 64 stuff, my Sega stuff. I won't get rid of any of that because not even because of the value, right? It's because I would rather play that than even VR. And I just keep getting rid of stuff. Like I sent freaking Riley my wheel, which is gone now. I still have my flight sim. So like you can only do so much. And me, I think as a kid, when we were kids, remember those little fucking things we used to play with that had the car on the piece of paper? Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you ever see those? I know you've seen those.
It had the little
Flames.
steering wheel. It was black, right? The black.
Yeah, yeah. And you never saw one of those shot like anywhere around before?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one of
fucking
those?
toys?
I don't
Like
have
the
one.
original driving sim?
I have the handheld.
Oh my!
Ones, but yeah.
Flames, you should see if you can
Nar.
find one.
Because they had two of them. One had
You
the
gotta
steering
see.
wheel.
Yeah, it
and
was
one had the
red,
steering wheel,
and
it had
one
the shit
and
thing.
yeah, and one was red. It had like the front of the car.
Yeah.
And all you did was go, I'll look it up. I'll see if I can find it. But you just go back and forth. Dude, there was nothing to it, right?
It was
like, it
simple,
was literally like a piece of paper. I swear it was a piece of paper inside that was rolling on a wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how, and it
Oh,
looked like a
jeez.
car was going on it. And that's what we had. Dude, no, that was our driving sim. Are you kidding me?
Yes, it
We
was.
we were killing it if we had that. What are you talking about? Like we would strap in like we were like little kids gonna go really about to go drive this freaking Ferrari car that it said.
Yep.
And you
I
could,
found it.
yeah, you found it? Yeah,
You
you
get
gotta
all
show this.
situated on
You
your
gotta-
chair and everything. You got all just positioned just right. And
See, and you see how good you had it starting with Call of Duty, Shotty. You see? You'll
Yep.
see
Yeah.
now, surely
Yep.
enough how good
Yep.
you. Well, I don't know if you had it good then, because then like the challenge of the games for us, like, are yeah, like that.
yeah,
That's all it was.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. What you know about that? Had the dashboard, and so like
Yep.
when you would go, you could speed up with the shifter. So
There's the-
1,
there's
2,
the
3,
lights.
4. Yep. So then you put on the little blinkers when you go, and that was it, dude. Yeah. Yeah. And it had the game.
That's
Go to the game with the arcade
crazy.
cabinet right there. See the arcade cabinet? You see the G-Force looking wheel, then go over a couple. It's like an arcade cabinet driving one of that same game. You
Oh, this
missed
one?
it. Sorry.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
there's that. Yeah, like those.
Yeah.
Those are the older ones
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. But they had some old, those are like the original driving sims. Look at that.
I've
What you know
never
about
seen
that
this
stuff?
before.
Yeah. You never saw it? Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And we also had the football ones that you put the little pieces. Oh, that's the game right there.
Yeah.
that
I'll
was.
get you. I will beat you in off-road. That's off-road.
Was that off road or super off road?
I don't know. I can't tell the difference in it. Look, he's
That's
gonna
the
he's like,
Nintendo. That's the Super Nintendo one.
is it one? That one? Yeah, I think the
think
pixels
it's
are a
the
little
Super Nintendo
better.
one.
Yeah, super off-road. That game was the shit in the arcade too. Hottie's like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just looking at these old people talk about shit. Look, it's just like I feel like I'm at my I'm at my grandparents' house listening to them talk about when we were kids.
Look at this. It was $15 back then. $15 fucking dollars.
No way.
Yeah, that's the price on it right there.
That shot.
That's crazy.
She's like, what are y'all gonna tell us next time? You had to walk up hills both ways to get to your
Spy
video
Hunter.
games.
Oh my god. No, you're not
That's
learning.
crazy. That's crazy. Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
That brings back a lot of memories.
that's an
It was
old,
like the
old one
first
right there.
renditions of like the actual like 2 standalone devices for
the very
racing
first
sim.
one was like a black, like a little handheld thing with a little steering
Yeah.
wheel in the middle.
Yeah, those were cool. Do you remember though? They also had like the all-in-one consoles that had the steering wheel and stuff with it before they flopped.
Mhm.
Do you remember that? I don't even remember what that console was called,
I don't
but they
know.
literally had like the steering wheel, a flight stick, and something else. But it all came into the consoles like around Sega's time, and then it died like pretty bad. Yeah, uphill both ways in the snow. Yeah, yeah, both ways through the blizzard. Yep, and in Central Texas, we had blizzards, and when I was a kid in Central Texas, that's y'all don't even know about that. That's how long ago that
School
was.
both
Okay,
ways.
yeah. I swear I heard that one when they say that our parents try to say they didn't say it like that, but they did. They did say they try to say we try to blow it out of proportion and say uphill both ways. No, y'all said uphill both ways. Y'all said it like that, not us. We heard it right as kids.
Right.
Well, yeah. So, oh man, you got to stretch after that one. I started looking up. I don't know if y'all can see, but I had my neck all up like this, trying to look at the little pictures when he was scrolling through them. I'm like, I remember that. I remember that. I'm over here,
Exactly.
like,
Same thing.
shopping.
I'm scrolling through the whole thing. It's like play that. Play
Was I
that,
the-
play that,
you-
play that.
Like you
There's
said,
Cruising USA.
yeah, you said your mom worked at Sears when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So did
Worked at
y'all?
Sears
You know,
like 40
remember when you
years,
used to get the Sears catalogs? I know Shotty's going to be like, "What
shit.
the fuck are y'all talking about now?"
I've got
like-
one. Damn it. Where is
Yeah.
it?
So like the Sears catalogs, like
Oh,
and-
damn it.
you used to get those when I was a kid. I
Yeah.
used to circle the stuff in them when I
I was
a
up at my
kid.
parents'
Like
attic.
what I wanted.
Yeah, I was looking at stuff
Like,
like Parents Attic, and I found it, and our shit circled on it. Like there's stuff circled in the catalog.
Yeah, so you did it too? That's
Yes,
funny as shit.
we freaking know, dude.
We would be like, we would all lay around it. Me and my brother and all like my cousins, we would lay around it and be like, "Ooh, if we could get this, I'd put this in my house right here, and then I'd get this." And we're like these little fucking little kids that weren't going to do shit. You know what I mean?
It was the back of the Sears, which was like the layaway or whatever, is where the catalogs would come in.
Yeah,
and you would walk back there, everybody get their cat. It's a big ass book like that.
Yeah.
And
Did they have catalogs when you were on Flames?
Yeah.
Yeah. eBay. I remember, or not eBay, Eastbay catalogs when those first started. The sports shoes. So say you didn't have to go to like Foot Locker, you could get shoes from Eastbay that came in. That was like the last catalog I remember ever really paying attention to. I miss catalogs, dude.
Well, I have two younger brothers and a sister, so our catalog would be there'd be a circle and then your initial or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like Christmas list. Yep.
Yeah, and what I would do, just because I'm an ass, I would like scratch out some of theirs, you know, just to.
Of course you would.
Put mine, you know, put my initial on there type thing. But I gotta find it. It's here somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Dude, I remember that. Just laying with those big ass catalogs, and then if you go to the women's clothes section, you'd be like, like giggling like a little kid. You know, we would. I'm not gonna lie. You go like because the bras and panties were in the front, and you'd be like.
Then mom or dad come in, and you hurry up, and you shift ahead 300 pages. Oh yeah, there's the cars.
Yep.
There we go.
Gosh.
Oh, look, it's a wagon for the front yard. Yes.
Hey, was it still on that? Hold on.
AOL Instant Messenger. I remember that. Oh man.
AIM. There's ICQ. That was the other one.
What was the first chat service that you remember, Shotty? Did you ever do chat like Yahoo Chat or MySpace? Well, Facebook, I guess you could count that, but not really. Like ICQ. Who remembers ICQ?
That's what I say. ICQ is a big one.
Oh yeah, you did say ICQ. Okay, yeah.
ICQ.
With the bloop, what was the noise that it? Remember that? Uh-oh. Every time you got a message.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There's a naughty section.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, there.
The swimsuit section.
Oh man.
Oh,
I'm getting all of those feelings again as a kid coming back. 3 pages back.
Oh god.
Yeah, dude, catalogs, dude.
Stuff back then.
The catalogs were the shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
Because you could get them and you didn't have to window shop. You could actually just lay in catalog shop.
Like I said, you had the boss button built in, so you had your fingers down like 300 pages ahead, you know, just in case. Walk in a room, wham, flip it right over.
Boom.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Why are the pages all bent on the panty section?
Yeah.
It's because no one looks at them. It's because no one looks at them, Mom. Don't worry
Why
about
is this page missing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Grandma was so fault for that too.
So yeah, I'm gonna say ICQ. I think was the first one.
ICQ is one of the first ones I remember. At MySpace MSN for Joe. I can't think of like the first. That's I think ICQ, but I did do some BBSs back in the day.
Yeah, same here.
So they're not Shotty. Before you start getting the ideas, it's not like any of the other BB.
Yeah, no, it stands for bulletin board system.
Yes, okay, all right. So don't. She's like, oh, find things out about Pops I didn't know on this podcast. Hey,
it's not big. No,
That's insane.
Bulletin board system. Yes.
That's the first time I got in trouble as a kid. You had Kick?
I think
Kick, I remember
Kick.
That was before the streaming. Yeah, Kick. Yeah, so Kick was like the streaming service. Not it was the same name as the streaming service, but it wasn't. It had the K on it.
It was like
right?
Yes, it was like KIK, right, or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Now I got a tab on my Chrome. Damn it! What the hell?
It's kind of like that. Like dude. It looked like I don't know how else to explain it. Kick didn't stick around for very long. I don't think, to be quite honest. Like but it was like a mobile version of when Yahoo Messenger went away. Remember when Yahoo started like fall apart and like then it went from having the chat rooms, which I really missed those chat rooms, to just a messenger. And then when it went to Messenger, it kind of just like faded away. And then Kick came in on the phones, like for people to message. Yeah. I don't remember. I didn't use it a whole lot.
I didn't use it. So. I don't remember using it.
Yeah, like that. Just like that. Yep.
Yeah.
The first time I heard Kick as a streaming service, I thought of the Messenger.
Me too.
app.
Me too.
And I was like, and it's the same colors and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are y'all fucking streaming on Kick? Dude, that shit's so old. Ain't nobody care about Kick no more. And then I realized
iPhones and shit too.
Yeah,
I was on AIM. Yeah, I was on AIM. So
yeah, I was bulletin board. That's when I got in trouble. The first time I ever got in trouble with my computer was with the bulletin board system.
Really?
Yeah, I hacked into the bulletin board system and then crashed it from my little 14.4. Dude, I got it. No, so I tell this story now. So I got a 14.4K modem in, right? Like I was so pumped, right? Like that's so Shotty to tell you how what a 14.4K would be.
Here we go. Have fun with this one.
It would be. It is the worst, and it's slower than your cell phone is now. Yeah. It's like yeah. So like when a picture would come in, it would be like this, literally. Like so. Let me get my fingers in here. It would be like.
No,
but it would be
just like
every.
Yeah, it would just drop down.
Every third or fourth row would appear, and then it would keep filling it in.
Scroll, dude. I don't know nothing.
It's okay though. You're learning here.
Smiley boys.
Smiley. I'm good at this. Hi. But anyway, what were we talking? Oh yeah, so I got a 14.4K modem. Yeah, and I was like, so I had a 486, and I had just upgraded it from an SX to a DX.
Yes.
And I was so excited, and I was like, yeah, dude, I got this program right here. Because I got caught when I was younger with an anarchist cookbook. I didn't do anything wrong with it, but I was in that group of people that research that type of stuff, right? So, like, we were hacking and doing crazy stuff, which I didn't do anything that could get me in trouble, so I don't care saying it. I was bad at it. So, obviously, I got caught, right?
Per second.
Yeah, 14 bits.
14,000 bits per second.
Yeah, so to put that, like, that's not even a megabyte. That's like, it would take 100 times that to do 1 megabyte, right?
Yeah. It's equivalent to 2,500 kilobytes per second.
Picture, because I can relate to this gaming on a on 56K with Team Fortress Classic. Picture Fortnite where you have a sniper rifle with a laser, right? And you see the laser and you move your gun. And 3 minutes later, that laser pointer follows the gun.
Yeah, and that's
normal. What it was like. That was
normal.
Insane.
Oh, that's 100%.
That's
you learned
100%
how to
normal.
snipe with a delay. You learned how to do a snipe delay.
Yeah.
And then when everybody got DSL and cable, we were just destroying people because we were so used to.
And it was so easy back then to find somebody with an aimbot.
Yes, absolutely.
It was so easy. If you had aimbot, you stuck out so bad. Like nowadays, because the internet's faster, right? But if your gun, if you tracked like this, you were using aimbot. End of story. Back then, if you didn't move to look at anybody, if you literally snapped, because nobody had a snapping ability, everything was so slow back then. If you turned too fast, we knew you were cheating back then. You know?
Jeez. Yeah.
You still use AIM email, Iron? Golly. What's Moses's beeper number as well?
Oh my god! I was gonna make the comment. Well, he really is older than me. But no, we got him on that one though. Oh shit!
Yeah, that noise.
Oh yes, here we go. Here, listen for the screech.
Do you know what this noise meant? A lot of fun was about to happen.
Actually, you can still hear this today. Call a fax machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, what the hell does this? Look at her. She's like, what does this mean? We listened to this. This is what you heard in the room.
Absolutely not.
If you pick up the phone while someone was on the internet,
you kick them off,
and it would kick them off the fucking internet.
Yeah. But so here's the thing. Here's the thing: is you try to sneak on the internet at night. I don't know if I got caught doing it, right? So when Iron was talking, somebody was talking about here somewhere about the pictures. Joe was talking about the pictures loading in. So computers back in the day, before I got my own and had to like build my own, right? Like they were in a family room, right? They weren't anything that was away from, dude, people had computer rooms, right? You remember those, Negley, right? They had literally not an office. It was a computer room, like the room that the computer and only the computer was in. And you only went in there to use the computer, right? So we had one of those and I tried to sneak in there. Well, when you got on the dial up, that fucking noise went across the whole fucking house.
Oh yeah.
So you would try to cover it, right? And then you would hope, and then you would get online and you would turn off the lights and wait for a second, right? See if anybody in the house noticed, right?
Oh my
Then you get back on there, and then you would try to look at so if I try to look at what I thought was not naughty pictures back in the day, it would start loading in real slow. and then every little doorknob turn you heard in the house, you're like, oh shit, but you didn't want to stop it because you had to start over again. So
That's hilarious.
and then it would get froze halfway down sometimes, like Joe was saying. That it would
or it would fucking lag.
Yeah.
You go to exit out of the, you go to, like, if you have a naughty picture on there and you like your mom walks in, you go to exit out the fucking window, it'll take it like 3 or 4 fucking seconds for it to close the fuck down.
What was that? Bring that back up. I can't. I don't know what it was. Have you heard that meme where that kid, he's like telling his mom that I got a virus on my computer? I had a virus on my computer and I was trying to take it off. But why is the picture open? Because I was trying to get rid of the virus. Whatever that is. That kid, that was me when I was a kid. I don't know. It has a virus. I'm trying to get rid of it. All right.
That one's so good.
Or trying to take a file picture and put it on a floppy disk. Oh my god, fucking took fucking forever. And then when you got it on the floppy disk and you try to load it, it was like
I could never do that.
Sometimes the file would be corrupted and you'd open it up and it's just a bunch of squiggly lines.
Or it was too much for the computer to handle it and the computer would fucking freeze.
Yes.
Or your 100, you were big ball, and if you had like 100 megabyte hard drive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to like look at file sizes, like even downloading a picture to see if it was going to fit. Well, this
spending like $9,000 back then to fucking for a badass computer.
Yeah.
Took a loan out for my first one.
Yeah. You know what they are doing with CRTs? Funny enough, this just, I don't know, popped in my mind. But you know that, you know, say if you have an old CRT, they're peeling off the front now, like the element part of it, like the part that does it, and they're putting them on computer cases, dude.
Oh shit! What?
So that you could see like actual like video in your case, and it's like clear because it's the filament part from the CRT old monitors, and they're just sticking them on computer cases. Because I looked into trying to mod one up because, you know, that's what, you know, kind of I do, just like doing random like newer computer stuff, right? And they're not that hard to do, but they're cool as shit, dude. Like they look really cool. They're repurposing them. You know, people are putting 4K to CRT TVs now.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, you got to see it. It's crazy. Why? So so they're saying, here's the crazy part.
It's like making a high def Atari 2600 game. They're
saying that the picture is better sometimes, especially on the gaming side. Yeah, because of the tube part of the T. I don't know. I'm not going to switch back because I don't know. You ever try to take a picture of a CRT TV? I don't know if Shotty has, but you see the lines. Yeah. I try to keep it. I don't know if she has or not, but we'll just keep trying here. But you could see literally that would be the worst thing. You're trying to take a picture of the TV to send to somebody of a show you're watching, and it would be all whited out with a line because of the tube.
Burnout line. It's a burnout line. So it's refreshing those pixels so you don't get burnout. Because your old CRTs,
I can't find it.
If you if you worked on a mainframe computer, you had the login screen was always there, and it would literally burn into the monitor. So you switch to a different screen, you would still see like shadows of the letters. Oh yeah, if you left your monitor, so like say if you logged off, right? Let's say if you ever logged off your computer, like fell asleep, and you left the screen on and it had the Windows screen on the back. Oh yeah, your monitor would be toast by in the morning.
You're fucked.
So these were interlaced, so it would literally refresh those pixels that way you didn't have burn anymore.
Yeah, and if you turn your monitor off, if it burned in so bad, if you turn your monitor like shut down your computer, you can see every single fucking detail, like it's fucking like still on.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And then when you turn them on sometimes, remember that fucking noise? The boom, like you can hear the thing heat up. And then the back of the TV, if you ever touched it, or the monitor back in the day when it would like, you know, static electricity all the way across the fucking top of it. Yeah, we were safe back then. There was nothing just running through our bodies all over the place.
I remember when they started putting the fucking high speed fucking fans in the PCs and shit. Because back then they didn't know how to navigate it and all that stuff. We're just like, we'll throw fucking badass fans in there. You turn it on and you're like,
so loud. So that it'd sound like the 360s when they would be heating up, but it would sound like that, and that was good running. It sounded when it was good, it would sound like a fucking weed eater. Yeah, like a weed eater taking off. Like, all right, Iron, we'll see you later, man. He's out of town at an F1. You know, he's at an F1 drivers conference.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
He's got 800 songs from Napster. That's awesome.
Who has 800 songs from Napster?
Iron says they have 800 songs I downloaded from Napster.
I was trying not to smile about that. There. I'm going to take a clip on that now, Iron. There you go. Oh, LimeWire. Well, I got more trouble for LimeWire than anything, I think, for viruses on the PC.
Oh, dude. It was fucking horrible with viruses.
Open up, you think you're opening up a song and the fucking website opens up, and then like Iron was just talking about, like, but the window glitch, the infinite windows, but it'd be like bling, 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 and it would make the noise through the speakers over and over again, and you knew somebody was coming around the corner in the house. What did you do to the computer? That's what always happened to me. All the time I got in trouble on the PC. But so anyway. But dude, I played Fortnite. Yeah, you came in the stream. I was playing.
Yeah, let's go.
I can't believe that. I can't believe I was playing Fortnite of all.
I couldn't believe it either.
Hold on.
Did you like it?
We gotta play it.
I think you should make the return.
Oh, I don't know. I never played. What do y'all mean the return? I never played Fortnite in the first place.
Simple.
So
there we go.
Windows
95.
95 through to Windows
Good
XP.
Lord.
Wait, remember
This was
that?
like
To get this error worm.
Yeah, there it goes.
Crazy
Yeah,
worm.
right there.
That was a
love
rendering
that.
glitch, also known as a ghost Windows.
In a sense, but
Now,
it
no,
would
this
do
is
it by
not
itself.
Windows
It's like
XP I'm running, and no, this is not the actual worm. This is actually a website.
I never played Fortnite in the first place to come back to it. Like I never.
Yeah, we'll play it again. Is what I mean.
Rocket League is the one I need to like stop playing as much. I can't get away from that game. That game has way too much of my time. I need.
I'm horrible at that game.
Oh, me too, but it's still so much fun. I don't know why. I think because I could just go on autopilot and play. It's kind of like playing the old school games. Like, you know, they never made a game back in the day, and back in mine and your daddy's time, you know, they didn't make games for us to beat them. You know that, right? They made them so that we'd have to rent them over and over and over and over again, and we could never beat a game. So, like the most frustrating games, Ninja Turtles, fucking the original Ninja Turtles, Aladdin. Lion King, all those, they were meant to like make you crash out and to keep, so you only had a game. So when you went to Blockbuster, which I don't know if they had those when you were two.
Yep. We did.
How old are you, Shotty?
24.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I think Blockbuster might have been done by that time.
I remember going there.
We had one.
It's still around.
And then
There's
it
one
closed.
left.
There's
Isn't
one
there
left.
No, when she was younger, we had one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I remember
Yep, we
them
have one
closing.
That was like the best thing ever, was walking
There's
into
still one
those.
left, isn't there?
There is.
I was an assistant manager actually at a Hollywood Video. That was like one of my jobs at some point in life. Was I worked at Hollywood Video, dude. That was like the dream job come true, but not at the same time, because you don't realize how bad you were to deal with inside that store. You know what I mean? We went to go rent stuff and we would like tear up the store, not on purpose, right? Because you're looking for things and you're happy, you're a kid, and then you work there as an adult and you're like, God, this sucks, dude. Stop touching everything, kid. I gotta put all that back. But yeah, what was I talking about Blockbuster? Oh, renting them. So that's what we do. We rent them for 3 to 5 days or something like that, right? Which usually be a weekend. And if you didn't beat it in that 3 to 5 days, well, how do they make more money? You go back and rent it because you weren't going to buy the games.
No,
we didn't buy. We didn't buy.
We
as
kept
many
them
games.
for like fucking 3 months and got a fucking $500 fucking.
y'all were the ones that didn't return them. See,
by the game.
That's hilarious.
Radio
I
Shack.
can't imagine that.
Oh yeah.
Radio
so I
Shack.
remember Movie Gallery was like the big thing that was like next to Blockbuster.
Movie Gallery.
We used to always.
I think that was a local thing for us. Flames in Texas, to be honest. I was going to say, I think Movie Gallery was like, so basically Movie Gallery is like Hollywood Video.
Yeah.
Before Hollywood Video. So same type of concept, bright colors, just like, well, Blockbuster was just blue and yellow, right? But it would be that old nostalgic circles with the fucking triangle. You know what I'm talking. Remember the old design? You know what I mean? That old design on shit. That was it. But yeah. Good old movie. They had an arcade, I think, in the back of movie galleries also.
Yeah.
Like a 4 machines. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Movies too, man. Movie theaters have gone down.
Oh yeah. And they're fucking expensive as fuck now.
Yeah, I haven't been there. When's the last time you went to a movie theater? Everybody.
I literally just went like 2 weeks ago with my friends.
That's good. You kids are keeping
Well, I don't
them
go
alive.
very often.
That sounds so old when I said that. You kids are keeping them alive. Yeah. You kids are keeping the movie theaters
What are you
alive.
doing? I don't remember the last movie I saw. It might have been it was probably the new Top Gun.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, with your mom.
I don't remember the last one. Maybe the remake of Mad Max, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer was mine, and I was at the casino and I was drunk. I can tell you that's the last movie. And all I kept doing was being very impatient, waiting for the bomb to go off, the atomic bomb, because that's the only reason I went in there. I could have watched it at home, later on, right? Because it is a long. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but it's story based a lot. It's good, but it's very long, drawn out story. It's like Titanic length.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna fall asleep. Okay,
Oh, wow.
it's gonna happen. But when the bomb goes off, dude, and you're like in a movie theater, it's like it's so great. But I don't know.
It's so funny. Little fun fact about the Manhattan Project is they didn't know if they were going to set what would happen if they set the bomb off, because it's atoms colliding to do the explosion. They didn't know if those atoms colliding inside of that bomb was going to ignite the other atoms in the atmosphere and destroy the world. But they just fucking said fuck it and went for it.
Oh my god.
You only live once. But
yeah, pretty much. Like, okay, guys,
they had
just
no theories of the test it back then, so they were just fuck it, let's just throw it to the wind.
Yeah, so Shotty, to give you an idea, and I know this, I'm not trying to, because I'm pretty sure for most of what we've talked about this before, but to give you an idea of a time length, I don't know if you realize this, but Albert Einstein, you can still talk to people today that met him in New Mexico when the FBI was following him in what is it called? We went there. I can't think of it. It's not Albuquerque. It's right outside of Albuquerque, but they followed him there. So all of these things that we're taught, like the bomb being tested and all that stuff, is not that far out of our lifetime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even yours, you know what I'm saying? Even at 24, it's not that far away. Like me, your dad, and Flames, and anybody else could have went. No, maybe I don't know what year Albert Einstein died, but it's not that far back. You know what I'm saying? It's really not. It's really not. Like Albert Einstein, people's so all of these people, they were panicking though. Like the smartest minds that they could grab in the world were panicking when they were going to test this bomb, because they didn't know if it was literally going to end the world.
That is insane.
That shit's wild, dog.
This could have went south, and
Oh, goodness.
Spoiler alert, we lived.
Yeah, spoiler. So we think anyway. So we think we may have started a series of events which have caused a lot of things to, anyway.
We're now in a parallel universe.
Oh
goodness.
Speaking of parallel universes, all right, here we go. Speaking of parallel universes,
let me show this really quick.
Oh yes. Before I get into, because we're
so this is by Area 51, right? This is the test area that they did. All these indentions are all nuclear tests that they did underground.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All those. This one right here is the deepest one. It's like 320 feet deep right here.
That's a big one there.
Yeah.
That's
all those. I mean, that's like miles of just.
That was one of those where they're like, "Oh shit, we probably shouldn't do that again."
And you can't. But,
big old mound just appears out of nowhere.
And you can't tell me that there's not something that land is still perfectly safe.
No, hell no.
Way. For thousands of years, you're not gonna be able to dig it up.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell me that we're good. There's no contamination anywhere in a water source or anything that escaped. Not that simple, water, the way it works through osmosis, right? As it goes back up. So we're using, we have the same water we've had since dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
So we don't get a new water source. So we're literally just recycling this shit that y'all have done.
But there's got to be giant ass holes in the ground too, though. I mean, you saw that lump that's up there. There's got to be a huge void that bomb created.
Oh yeah.
True.
You know what I mean? There's got to be giant freaking caverns down there that are, 1,000 feet deep.
Or what did it wake up?
Well, at some point, that's all going to collapse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. No, we have sinkholes. I mean, we've done so much stuff to
we
look
did this
up.
shit in the ocean too, and up in the
Montebello
atmosphere.
Islands.
Yeah.
Joe was talking about Montebello Islands is where in Australia they tested their nukes.
There's
is
Joe, is that the one where they have that fuck? No, maybe it's here somewhere in the States off of an island. But there's an island where it has a bunker, and they just threw all the chemical fucking waste in there and sealed it.
Yeah.
So there's a fucking
That'd be
bunker.
somebody else's problem down the road.
Yeah,
There's
like,
nuclear
what?
waste there.
Somebody's gonna open that, and oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy that like, yeah, the stuff that I don't know, like to not sound like conspiracy theorist crazy thing, but it's true. We don't know what all this stuff that the government, like in general, like I say the government's because us as people, right? How far can your
all the governments are doing
well,
it.
but what can you manage, right? Like truly, so they can say, "Oh, I didn't mean for that to happen," right? But they're doing all of these things, and they're trusting who down a line, right, to do the right thing. So the president at the time could have had all of the right things in mind to do. He passes down to his command chain, okay, just get it done, right?
Yeah.
Then their command chain, just get it done. Well, we can't say we fucked up, right? Because then it's going to go back up to the chain that we did something wrong, and we're not going to admit that we messed up or that we did something extra. So they may not really know, but they've started a series of events that have caused a whole lot of issues, I think, for us. Like look at the weather right now. I'm just saying, like across the night, there's no way like that globally happens that much that we've done something. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, it puts it into, like, for me at least, like when the government covers something up, it's like, oh, that's just solidifying that it actually fucking happened.
Yeah. Seriously.
so this is a crazy thing. So I don't want to, I know I don't really like to talk about politics either. So it's not about the politics thing, but I have a crazy question to ask everybody. Do you believe, the Epstein files that they're releasing, not talking about politics, right? We're not talking about right or left. Do you believe what they're releasing with the redacted stuff on it? Okay. I'm not saying that the redacted, whatever, but do you believe what they're releasing is true and concise? Like they're releasing information. Do you think they are manipulating information? Because my next question is going to be directly reflective to your answer.
Well, for me, I haven't done any research on it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't really either.
But do you think that what the government's releasing to us, right? So they're saying these are the Epstein files, right? Do you think that they have manufactured some of it? Do you think our government's capable
I'm sure
of
they
that?
have.
I mean, I'll take it a
100%.
step further. It could have been manufactured prior to the government getting it as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
from what I know, it goes much deeper than just what's on the surface.
Right, and his whole
100%.
thing was, he was trying to get the dirt on everyone that he could. So, I wouldn't put it past someone to do a little CYA of maybe making some stuff up that, what are they going to do? Try to prove me wrong? Then they'll have to admit that they were here doing the stuff with me. So, I think it's twofold. I think there was stuff that's, manufactured to try to get more dirt on someone that the government doesn't know is manufactured, and the government is also manufacturing stuff as well to try to.
Well, it's like the
do
people
whatever.
that were trying to expose it back then are coming out now that we have evidence now that they were, trying to expose it and all that stuff, and they either ended up dead or they're covering that ship than not expose it.
It's
So
tough
true.
with today's technology to think that anything is 100% like true.
So
coming from wherever.
So inside of the files, not like, so, you have the files, the part where the police reports, right? So you have all those files. Then you have a whole separate side, which was every piece of data taken from his phone, his accounts, his devices, right? So you have those two. Those are two whole separate things. So those pictures that people are saying are not part of the legal process. Those are pulled from his phone, right? Do you know that there's an email in there that talks about this? So if you believe, this is where I have a hard time sometimes with things like what you're talking about, Negley, like we don't know if it's 100% true. They say that Joe Biden was executed, and it's an email on his phone in 2018. So if we're taking everything as fact, then that's not the person. Just like what they're saying about Jim Carrey right now, right?
Yes.
At the awards, right? Like, so my question, and it's not about like, see, I get chills when I start talking about, because I don't know, right? Because it's the not knowing part. It's not it's not that I'm like, we're all doomed, because we all are doomed no matter what. We might as well enjoy our lives and have the best time with them we can anyway. You know what I mean? No matter how you look at it, we live, we die, right? So no matter what, all this shit won't be remembered. It's like people like, don't be whatever. So, but if all those things are true, then who is Biden? But if it's not true, then what is not true inside of there that everything else is made up and you just discredit? So in a law, right? Because they're not trying any of these fucking people, excuse my language, but they're not, right? You haven't seen a single case come up from this, right?
I think that's
exactly.
But because if they go back and they prove one thing wrong in the document that it's not true, then everything else falls down, right? So some of that stuff planted in there like this, and I'm not saying it's bullshit about Biden because I don't know if it's true or not. You get what I'm saying? We'll never know. But like,
people exactly
what happens then? Then the whole thing falls apart, dude. And that's what happens on like all of these cases with powerful people. We have them, we have it, and then there's one little thing, one small little loophole that they can grab onto that's been planted. I think you know what I mean the whole time, so that I'm getting off on this, which is crazy. It's absolutely insane.
I think that's probably why my thought is that maybe it's manufactured before they get it as a as a way to disprove it, to get evidence thrown. If they're going to try me for this, I can, that isn't true. And then, of course, at that point, defense would be like, well, if that's not true, then you can't admit this stuff either. And, my client gets to go away.
Yeah. And that's, they don't want that. And then once they bring that, and whoever it is that's doing one side or the other, I don't give a shit if you're Republican or Democrats. My political stance, I don't care. We're being screwed by both sides right now. All right. Like one side from one, we're just doing this the whole time.
Fact is, something horrible happened. And
that's the facts about it. That something horrible happened because you got to look at the past, with the Diddy shit, that was the same cases almost, and it's happened in the past too. So it's like if you have multiple cases of this, and so there's some validity throughout the cases that some of this shit's true.
What's up, Tones? It's like it's how you doing, brother? It's like this stuff with the y'all know about so this happened in your time, Shottis? No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, but
my time.
But the Miami Mall thing, right? Anybody raise of hands know what I'm talking about the Miami Mall? No, you don't?
That thing interests the crap out of me.
Okay. All right. So there we go. So Miami Mall. So they shut down, like if you look it up, this happened, a year ago. Okay. So they shut down all this stuff around the mall. What's up, Jason? And they shut it all down. Now, I'm not saying it was aliens or anything else, right? But they say it was kids in there causing problems, dude. And you see the line of cop cars that they did to this thing, right? Mm-hmm. And now there was people coming out saying there was the alien thing, Joe. That's what I'm talking about now. So then people are saying that there were these tall creatures in there. But if you look it up and you see the amount of cop cars that was there, dude, I've never seen that many cop cars go to a mall because
they were covering it up heavy.
Yeah. So what's up, Puncho? So nice, Jason. Well, welcome in, man. If you want to pull it up, you can pull that up, dude. It's crazy. So they're saying, hold on. What's up, Crazy? How you doing? So they have all of this stuff that's like they have all of these cop cars that are there now. So they're saying now they're going back to it and saying that it might. Yeah, look at all those, dude.
Yep.
Jeez.
You think you're going to tell me that all those cop cars are there because kids were freaking causing issues in a mall?
There's no way.
Nope.
I'm just saying very simply. I don't know if it was aliens. Okay. Right. That's not what I'm
There's
saying.
100 cars there.
Yeah, but it definitely wasn't kids causing a ruckus inside the mall, right? We can all just honestly, we won't have to say it's aliens or anything else, but can we all agree that that's not just something you call on kids? Okay.
You're right.
So they say there's all of these, there's
15 cops cars just right here.
Yeah. So they say like there was these tall like beings walking around inside the mall, and they were told not to talk about it and all this stuff, right? So now it goes away, right? So it fades away. Like Negley, you hadn't even heard of it, and you look into shit like this, right? You get what I'm saying? So it went away. So it went away that fast.
UFO. I never heard shit about this.
Yeah, and so it went away that fast, right? Now they're bringing it back up, saying it could have had aliens there. So I feel like the government, and I'm not trying to say in general, the powers that may be or whoever, we're being desensitized to something, right? So it's like to war. We get desensitized to war because they bring it all up. How you doing, Carrie? They bring it all up to all these things. We talk about the Epstein files. We were desensitized to that if you really think about it way before it was released. They talked about it, all these other things. The what's his name, Jello Pudding Pop. Come on, man, fucking Bill Cosby thing. Then you go, dude. We could go back. We were being desensitized, right?
Oh yeah.
And then we're desensitized enough to it to where it doesn't mean anything, right? Like the what we have going on. And I don't want to get into that, but the war that we have going on right now, right? We're so desensitized. How many of y'all does it affect any of your day-to-day living? No. 20 years ago, it would have affected our everyday life, right? Mm-hmm. Like we are desensitized to all of these things now. We've seen the World Trade Centers blow up. You know where I'm from Killeen, Texas. We had the Luby's massacre that happened there, where the guy drove in when I was young. It beat like the McDonald's one. Appreciate the follow. You know, so we had that. So I feel like all of these times, you know, I grew up by Fort Hood, you know, like. So they had all those shootings, 2 or 3 of them. So at the end of it all, you're like, well, back to normal life. This is normal way of living, right? And we just skip past everything.
Austin College.
Yeah, the DC sniper. That was I know that was a big thing. But all that stuff, like, and we think about what they've done to, you know, I mean, again, dude, it sweeps under like the stuff in Waco. And them attacking like the Ruby Ridge and finding out why things really happened with the FBI even going down that, you know, they purposefully did that to the people in Waco because they got screwed over at Ruby Ridge and they weren't going to lose again. Were the people right what they were doing in Waco? I don't think so. Right. Yeah. Did they deserve to have that happen? No, but you get what I'm saying. And then we think, oh, well, we're just used to going, oh, those are bad people. They deserve bad things to happen. Not everybody deserves the same punishment, but we're desensitized to that stuff, you know? Yep. Like if aliens landed today, we'd be like, oh, cool.
No, literally.
Right? Unless they told us it's time to panic because they've painted a picture that they don't know. Right? You get what I'm saying. And we're going to listen to what they say because we've been pushed to that. And it's insane to me.
Well, it's like the UFO narrative where the fucking government's been saying, hey, they're not real. And so that's the narrative they've been feeding us for years. And people start believing that shit. And they're like, yeah, aliens are not real.
Mm-hmm. And then they're like, wait, here we go. They are.
Yeah. But then if you dig deep into, like I have, there's so much evidence that it says that contradicts that the government proves that it's saying that aliens are fucking real.
Well, I mean, what if we go back far enough, right? You know, so they don't say the Big Bang Theory happened anymore. I don't know how much y'all really like follow into that deep nerd, right? So they don't say the Big Bang Theory. Now they're saying it's called the what is it called? The Great Gathering or something, right? So what happened is with these things spinning around, it got together and then it created, instead of smashing in
or something like that.
But that's what they're going with. Instead of Big Bang Theory, would be like 2 atoms smashing together and somehow creating 1 atom, right? That's perfectly ready to go. That doesn't happen, right? So that'd be the Big Bang Theory. 2 rocks smash and boom, perfect, right? But they're saying what happens is the way it rotates, we eventually pulled more and more into our atmosphere, and over millions of years, we shaped into what we are now through rotation, because the sun didn't used to be the center, or everything came from the sun. We're all escape gas that's been thrown out from the sun is what they're calling, whatever it's called. I don't know. The Great Expansion. I don't know, because I just look into stuff halfway because my ADHD, you know, I know enough to talk about it. Right. But but not enough to I'm not definitely a scientist to know what they're really talking about, because it's crazy, you know, just like we're not going to space. Y'all know that, right? We haven't been to space. A human hasn't been left the fucking stratosphere in how long, and we're still not going to. NASA's still delaying it. Why? Because of another leak of this and another leak of that in the spaceship. Dude, we have not been. A person is not. They get so excited, and everybody's like, "Well, if we've already been to the moon, why are you so excited?" We haven't been. Even if you say we went to the moon the first time, right? We haven't been to the moon since, really, because we don't leave. We don't. Challenger blew up in the fucking atmosphere right before it left, right? And then we've had a couple of others that leave, but we don't have. Yeah, I'm definitely mixing in theories there, but we don't leave. Well, we haven't left. We haven't. That's a proven scientific. That's a fact. We haven't left and gone anywhere, and I don't think we will. And so, how do we know all this shit? That's my question.
November.
So all the stuff they say we know. If we haven't left, how do we know?
It's also scary. They're not leaving. They know what's out there. You know what I mean? They're just not telling us anything.
Oh, the Anunnaki are coming back for sure. Coming back. The giggle. He's like, yeah, I'm telling you though, it's crazy that the thing. Joe's like, you just believe everything, don't you? Yeah. Then I don't fall for anything. Okay. Wait, and then I fall for everything. Wait, wrong statement. Shit. That doesn't work that way. But I don't know. It's crazy. Iron was talking about like the Dead Sea Scrolls and stuff like that. I think all of that kind of ties in, man. I think that
100% it does.
We've had drawings since how long in caves of people coming from outer like spaceship or dryads flying.
6,000 years ago, we've had fucking hieroglyphs and drawings and
they drew what they saw. That was the thing.
Exactly.
There wasn't a written language like we have right now.
No.
And they didn't have a way to describe it. I joke and I tell people, how could you explain a cell phone to Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah.
And that's, you talk about, the Einstein thing. I mean, that's what Abraham Lincoln's not that far ago.
No.
And that's a cell phone that we use every day. How would you explain that to someone 100 years from now?
And I mean, grand scheme of things, 6,000 years wasn't that
long
ago.
So you talk about, like flaming chariots.
Yeah.
Well, a chariot was their mode of transportation. That's a vehicle. And the flame is you see the flame. You look at a rocket ship today and you say, well, how would Caesar describe a rocket ship? It'd be a flaming chariot.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's, you have it, all that stuff's right in front of our face. The problem is we can't accept that fact because then we have to change history.
Well,
we don't want to change history.
It seems like in history, there was a point in time where there were Neanderthals and cavemen and all that stuff. And then they got to their peak of technology, and then after that, it like, boom, it had this big explosion of technology, and we're building all this crazy ass shit back then. Fucking rocks that are mirror smooth. There's no seams in them and all that stuff. We're moving 100-ton boulders and all that stuff, and then all
Machu
disappeared.
Picchu.
Yeah.
Puma Punka, I think is what it's called. Something that's the.
Yep. I mean,
they're like perfectly. There's laser holes and shit like that.
Yeah, I was taking a side, like your Windows screensavers, right? I got like 3 computers in here, right? So my Windows screensaver on this computer is set to like just like the pictures that it puts up there, right? The slideshow that comes with it.
Yeah.
And I get amazed when some of those places pop up because I can see, very clearly the picture, right? And I'm looking at the stones.
Yeah.
And like these stones are perfectly smooth still to this day. Like how many years later, and they're cut and they're not, and it's just background picture, right? So it's not like I'm watching a video about aliens, right? But just to look, if you open your eyes and you just look at something, you can't go, well, these people were fucking, I mean, just very simply put, they were smart.
Yeah.
They're smarter than we give them credit for. We think because we're then living in this age that we technically are smarter than these people. I don't know if we are. I think we just have used technology so much that we've gotten the opposite way.
We're used to things being fast forward. Cathedrals, for example, right? Cathedrals are these huge churches. They would take hundreds of years to build. We don't build them anymore because it takes too long to do it. We're used to rapid construction.
Yeah.
So when you look at like your pyramids and everything else, you're like, well, no, we couldn't have possibly done that because the technology didn't exist. Well, no, they did things differently. For them, if it took 100 years to build something, that was fine.
Right.
That was an acceptable part of life. You could work on a project your entire life and never see the completion.
Yeah.
And that was an accepted way of life back then. That's our problem is we keep trying to fit their world into our world.
Yeah.
And how we do, and it needs to be the other way around. Like you have to think of, back in the day before cars existed, you had a horse. It might take you a day to get, not that far away, the other side of the state.
Yeah. Well, I believe there was a different civilization back then that was even more advanced than we are. Not in the sense of the technology that we think we have. It was a different technology and all that stuff back then that they used to build their crazy ass elaborate stuff that they had back then.
And if their technology didn't include being able to travel outside of their area, then all of that knowledge died with them.
Right.
How they did all that, and they say, well, there's no tools left behind. Well, who's to say that there wasn't?
Yeah.
The tools can be right in front of our face. We just don't know what it is because in our minds, there's no way you would build something with that stick or whatever it was. But maybe they figured out how to do all that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the pyramids in Egypt originally
Medical,
looked
what does that say? Sorry, I was trying to read what Joe said and I was pulling up something. Y'all keep talking. I just wanted to see what he said real quick.
I went to pyramids. How'd you get that damn top brick on there? Damn it!
Yeah.
Like,
What?
I never understood the pyramids.
We can do the bottom.
And that.
Well,
Top,
same as below. That's where the saying "as below as is above." What is it?
Yeah.
Same as below is above, or whatever. You know.
Yeah. But look at that.
And that top, the summit of the pyramids. That's a solid piece of gold.
Yeah. But look,
And
I mean, you
it's
look
not
at that
there
right
anymore.
there.
Yeah, well, they got stolen for sure. But
It's true. It's true. But when you look at that pyramid, we just see the outside. There's chambers and stuff inside.
Oh, yeah.
There's stuff underneath. So who's the architect? Like,
And
where are the
it
blueprints?
goes baseball fields deep too.
Yeah. There's someone there that had to come up with, okay, you need to put this stone here at this particular angle on this side, and you got to put this stone here and put that stone there.
Yeah.
Like we have computer programs that give us detailed, intricate drawings on how to build a bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't have that then. There's no blueprints on how to build a pyramid,
Yeah.
but someone knew how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That education died with the civilization.
well, you know, they say that in the Egyptian times, right? So that you know, Tesla's stuff, which hey, what's going on?
There's my cat.
So what's going on? How's it going? I think we forgot. I think you forgot something. I need something out of here.
Oh,
The kitchen, please. There's
he's so cute.
That's cool. But they say they had Teslas. I heard a cat, and I didn't know whose.
That's why I was laughing. I heard him meowing, and I was like,
He's
"Oh
like,
my
I'm
gosh,
just gonna-
he's so gonna come back here."
He's like, I'm just gonna hang out here for a little while, right
He
here.
loves laying
and
right there.
Look at this picture. What is this? Can I knock this off the wall? Let's
You know damn well.
Oh, if he
That's the one thing about cats. When they start hitting stuff, pow! They just knock stuff off sometimes just to do it. I don't know if all cats.
He's
do
very
that, but-
interested.
Yeah, he's like, what the heck is this? But
Funny thing about cats, they hold a special.
yeah,
shit
that's funny enough.
And
We start
UFOs
talk-
and alien
how do-
shit
how do we
too.
start talking about yeah, we start talking about pyramids and a cat shows up. Dude.
Right?
You see right there. Telling you right there.
Whose
That
cat
tells
is
you-
this?
That tells you all you need to know. It just popped up from nowhere, and
Like
it was
Shotty
like,
looks at it closely, like, hold on, that's not
That's
my
not-
cat.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Dad, when'd you get a cat?
Yeah.
I don't know just now.
That's
It's
hilarious.
materialized.
Some bitch just showed up out of nowhere.
But they say that back in Egypt times when they had electricity, like Tesla electricity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, so it wasn't like what we think, right? So, but it was
Well,
like,
it's like those,
enough to light up like Old West. If you think of like Old West
Yeah,
type of
those
lights.
columns that they found now.
Yeah, that's
Good.
crazy. No, I'm just saying that's crazy. That's all I was saying was just about the electricity part. Because
Yeah, well, the columns that they found, the new discovery in the columns that have the copper wrapped around and all that shit, is just like solidifies that even more.
they are the motherships. They're going to take off.
But the
when they're ready.
instruction manual died with the civilization, so we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know what
And
it
there's
was for,
glowing
how it
blue
worked, or
fucking
what-
fluid down there that doesn't never
Yeah.
fucking stop illuminating itself. It's like,
Or
what the
did
fuck
it?
is that?
Or did it die with the civilization, and we're just not getting to see what it was there?
Yeah.
I don't think everything's gone, man. I don't think all that stuff. I don't think, like, when they talk about Atlantis, I don't think Atlantis is a hidden city that never existed. Just like,
Yeah. Well, it's like all these advanced civilizations that were around back then are just like,
yeah.
what happened to all these
Yeah.
people? Like, where did they go? Did we have a reset? Did the aliens come up and we fucking get them? Like, oh, y'all are too advanced now. Y'all come with us.
Well, they say
They're living on Mars.
yeah, that's right. Okay, so there you go. So here, I got one for you real fast. I'm going to read this. I said I was going to talk about, I'm just going to read it real fast about this. So in 2004, Washington, D.C.'s attorney, right? I'm just going to read this. So I'm not very good at reading. I'm going to do it my best. Attorney, it's Andrew Basiago or whatever, began telling the story of a top secret organization called Project Pegasus, right? So although he was only 7 years old at the time, he claims that he had from 1968 to 72 appeared in a number of bizarre experiments that took him on a journey through time, space, and potentially into parallel universes. Project Pegasus was classified defense-related research and development program under the Defense Advanced Research Projects, which is DARPA, right?
Yeah.
And the blah, blah, blah. Anyway, skip down here a little bit. The project also goes on to talk about it had 140 children there, right? And they were America's first generation of chrononauts. So kids served between 1969 to 72. They used, this is the crazy part though, and you can look this place up. If you look it up yourself, these places existed, but the guy who's saying all this, right? Here's his degrees. He's part of the high IQ society. He holds 5 degrees, including a BA in history from UCLA and a master of philosophy from the University of Cambridge. They were using Tesla's, he says they were using Tesla's technology. Now I'm done reading, but they were using Tesla's technology. They found out that it didn't just send, electricity through space, right? It bent time. So they were using Tesla coils to send these kids to Mars.
Wow.
And
Interesting.
yeah. And so there's 4 or 5 people that were interviewed. I don't know everything about it. I just started looking into, this little thing. I ran across it, right? There were 4 or 5 people that all told the same accounts, and they say that Barack Obama was a kid that went, and which discredit, that's the thing, right? So it makes it sound so crazy, but he was alive during that time. They look into it more, like you're willing to go and Google it yourself and look up the places. It was held in New York City is where the facility was. It was a regular building. It had no one ever went up to the elevator. The guy says, and everybody else says this, when you hit a certain keys on the elevator, it opened up a hole and you went through it and you were in another facility. And this building, no one ever had been in. Like if you go and look at the accounts, what people say, not just like, so if you look at it from the outside in and not go, it's just crazy. The buildings existed. These people really did live. No one ever went inside the elevator that can ever give an account of going inside of that elevator. The building was not put as a government building. It was put out there as just a bland company, right? So now all this stuff, and they say already went to Mars. They gave them a gun. One was set to stun, one was set to fire, and one was set to kill. So they could burn stuff, shoot, or stun things. They said there were aliens there that were like 8 foot tall, which they described grays, right? So this is all before we're talking about the same descriptions that we're giving through other times too, right? Through other stories. They said there were worms there that looked like sandworms, like you would see on Dune.
Yeah.
And they said they had to go there, and they were literally going there to fight. Like they were going there to discover and fight on Mars. And these people were smart. They were taking these 170 kids, and the reason why they used the kids is because they could adapt to the change in time and space and traveling through better than everybody else.
Interesting.
That reminds me
stuff.
of the show The 100, if you guys have watched that. That's literally like the same thing. It's crazy.
It's crazy. And this was in way back when, right? You know what I mean? And then, you talk about Hollywood, like we've talked about when we were talking about with Iron a little bit about like the whole, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think of what it was now. Anyway, psyops. The psyop. So if you think about like what a psyops is used for, right? A lot of times like movies, things like that, right? Them making movies about it makes us go, that's fake.
Yeah.
Right. So if you make a movie about something, we don't relate to it as even if it's a documentary, because I don't know about y'all. I try to watch what's his name? The guy that killed all those other men and stuff and ate them and did all that shit. And his show came out with him.
Jeffrey Dahmer?
Jeffrey Dahmer. I didn't make it past 2 episodes of that because I know that this shit happened. You know what I mean? Like I just couldn't do it. Like when I saw him about to kill the first guy, I'm not going to lie. I was like, I can't do this. There ain't no way. I just can't. Like, I know what these people went through, right? Yeah. So, but when we watch it as a cinematic, right? The Titanic was a made up story. I hope everybody knows that story did not really happen on the Titanic, right? Y'all know that.
Yeah.
So, what? No.
There was no Jack.
There was no Jack. There was no that whole thing. It was literally all made up for a movie. So,
that poor old lady.
Yeah, but we think, okay, so you could talk about those, but now we're like, oh, that's not really real. You know what I mean? So you're going to put down like Independence Day, and we're going to go, that's so fucking fake that there's no way. And then they're going to be like, aliens are coming to attack us, and we're going to expect Independence Day to happen. You get what I'm saying? So like, I feel like a lot of that's what it is. It's desensitizing us to the fact that what we're going to have happen, because we go back and look. so many movies were made about real things that have happened
So
Well,
true.
you-
to the government. And
You also like the Bob Lazar stuff. I mean, he came back out in the 80s, right? Late 80s, right?
Yep.
Saying all this wild ass stuff, and then now we're in this time, and all this stuff that he's been saying, and some of the technology that he used, not even like the alien technology, but the technology they use for like to get into S4 and all that stuff is coming into fruition now, and everyone's discovering it. And now it's like there's actual proof that this shit was actually going on. So.
yeah.
Right, and the problem is the government has like scraped his existence away.
Yeah, and there's
from
been
any-
so
you
much
can't
discrepancy on
tie
that.
him back to any government project because they cleared that out.
It's like, and then why are they doing that? Why are they trying so hard to cover it up? They're fucking hiding
because you
something.
make the guy sound like a lunatic, and then we won't believe him, even
Yep,
though
because there's actual fucking spacecrafts and shit that we have.
Yeah. What did Joe say? He says, Joe said the Titanic didn't actually sink. You know, I've heard that one before. Have y'all heard that?
So
Where
yeah,
they,
there was
they built the two
ships.
ships. Yeah, that's
For insurance claim and all that stuff, something like that.
or he knew. No, they knew it wasn't going to make it or something, right? Like they knew.
No, there was
or
two ships.
something.
There were two ships.
But I think
talked
that
about
they
the
knew.
windows.
I can't remember the whole. I know that there was two ships that looked
Yeah.
alike, right? But I don't remember why they sent the other one because they knew that they weren't going to make it or something. I don't remember the.
It
I
was
watched
for,
the
like
insurance
I watched
money
a
or something,
video
like something to
I
do
don't
with like
remember.
big time money and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's something with the lifeboats too. I forget.
It was the
Like,
lifeboats, the windows,
something
certain
didn't work.
windows on certain
Yeah.
levels. That they found out
Mhm.
that wasn't the ship; it was the actual other ship.
That's crazy. Yeah,
But all the people involved are dead. So
yeah,
You want to know a
This
fun
is-
fact about the Titanic?
still a good movie.
The bathtubs are still full.
oh my god!
I've
Shit.
never heard that.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's so bad. That is
It's
so
got-
bad.
It's kind of weird, man. Is that because the ghosts or what?
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. I was waiting. I couldn't say it serious enough to seem like I couldn't get the joke. I was like, oh,
Oh my god.
is that because it's haunted and they just keep the water full?
I was
Speaking of that, they have seen
The pools.
apparitions down there going down into the discovery. They've seen shit moving around there that looks
Yeah.
like humans.
that's what they
Oh my
said.
gosh. No.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever seen, speaking of humans underwater, have y'all ever seen those statues that they
Yeah.
found underwater?
Mhm.
That look like, so they thought they found a buried civilization, but when they come to find out, it was literally just statues. Like, it's not, I hate to
Yeah.
deflate the story like it was some cool thing, but like, how did these, but they're still, why are these statues
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Why are they there? Right.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just a bunch of statues of people. And when they went over it, they're like, oh shit, there's like a whole bunch of people froze down here. And you go and look at it, it looks creepy as hell, but
Yeah.
it's literal
Absolutely.
statues. Like it
Mhm.
looks like a bunch of people frozen in time is because it's statues.
Or those giant ass
Yeah.
stones that are man made that are in the ocean that weigh like 500 tons or something like that.
Yeah.
Are just like insanely fucking big. It's like, how the fuck did they get there? Why are they there?
Yeah, literally. Like, what?
Yeah. It's just like,
Eh.
it's just stones by themselves in the deep ass ocean. Well, that's not
Like,
super
what's the
deep, but it's
point?
like decently deep. It's just like, well, what's going on here?
I got one for you. So there's this chain. Have y'all seen this thing that's like a big ass chain that's underwater that goes across the ocean that people don't know what it goes to?
Mm-mm.
A giant
No.
chain rests on the seafloor. It
Show a
looks
picture of
I'm trying to look for it, dude, right now.
I know we have
I'm not-
fiber optic lines on the sea.
Yeah, we have those, and those were built. That's crazy to
Those
think
are
about
like
the time
fucking-
those
yeah,
the fiber
massive.
optic lines were built. You know, the internet we use, Shotty, was put in when before Abraham Lincoln was president. You know, the lines in the water that we use, they were put in before Abraham Lincoln was president.
That's crazy.
Still that we use to today. Like
I did not know that.
that's insane. So like,
That's
I say
insane.
this all the time. So technically, if we had what's it called? Telegraph technology, when Abraham Lincoln was president, he could have sent to, what is it? Who had the samurais? Japan, right? So he could have sent a telegraph to Japan and that requested samurai help for the Civil War because samurais still existed in the Civil War.
Oh my gosh.
That's a crazy timeline, right? Like to realize like the distance and time, like we're
Yeah.
not that far off. Like when we think, I don't think the world I don't think civilization on this earth, to be honest, is as old. Like it's not a hot take. It's just, I just don't think we're as old as what we claim to be. Because
Mhm.
if you think that far, we're taught like history is so far ago. It's really not. It's not that long ago. My grandma was alive. My great grandmother that I knew, she was died when I was 21. Grew up in the Great Depression. So I literally talked to somebody that had stories from the great. So now you go to her parents back, right? And what stories did she have firsthand accounts of, right? And then you go back one more, and we're back to almost Civil War times, right? That's how fast we're back that far. And we have samurais now. You know what I mean? And that's before Tesla. That's before any of these things happen. We're not that far apart. You know, we're really not. I don't think it's that old. I just don't. I have a hard time. That's something my brain, just like I can't tell you that there's aliens. I can't say that what they look like, right? I can't tell you where they're from, but I'm pretty sure in my head they exist. Yeah. Because I can't look up and go, without a doubt in my mind, I say we're the only intelligent thing in all this shit. I can't do that.
Yeah.
You're a fool if you can do that. I'm sorry, but you are. Like, you're not that important. I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way to anybody. Yeah. But in the grand scheme of this pebble floating through fucking space, we mean nothing. We mean something to each other, right? But to the neighboring planet, we mean that we're just like us, right? We'd mean nothing to their day-to-day existence. Like,
well, they've proven that there's been other species of humans, you know, like the Neanderthals and all that stuff, or a different species and all that stuff. What's to say that, you know, something that lay a seed to be different humans? What if we're fucking, you know, because we're so different from other species that have existed on Earth, the way that we stand up and all that stuff, and especially the apes and all that stuff is our only, you know, closest cousin. They're alive now, but you go back and look at history and see the other humanoids that existed in the world. You know, their bodies are a lot different from us.
Yeah. Well, they say, you know, and I hate to keep covering things that they say that happen, right? But you know that they say that psychedelic mushrooms probably could have played a big part in us gaining consciousness, because the great brain expansion had already happened when they were already still hunting, right? So when we were still hunters, our brain had already expanded, but it wasn't working. So they would microdose mushrooms that the animals, because they would poop while they followed them, right? What grows in animal poop? Yeah. They'd eat the mushrooms. They would have a certain amount of a trip and they could see better. Like if you know anybody that's ever microdosed mushrooms, you don't trip out. You don't go and get all goofy. No. You like get relaxed, right? So they would relax and they could see to hunt better. So then they would eat more. And the second part of that was then they felt more free, right? So then they started to gather around fires and share stuff, right? Then they took what you would see to make a trip happen, right? And it brought the rest of their brain into function and allowed it to work. That's what they say that could have happened. And there's like some scientific evidence. This is not fact that I'm talking, you know, this is like a theory that they're looking into. And it's because what made us, like, you know, what makes us what we are today from starting from then. If you don't believe in evolution, right? I'm not a fan of evolution. I don't believe that we all came from fucking monkeys and we've turned to this over thousands of years, because we don't see turkeys turning into fucking pterodactyls again, right? So I'm just saying it doesn't
or chickens like, in the T-Rexes.
Yeah, dude, it's just not. I don't see it. You know what I mean? Like I don't see I just can't. Like in my mind, I can't draw A to B. Yeah. Right. I believe monkeys are monkeys, and there are some intelligent. Like dogs. My dog, I love my dog to death. Just like people, but it's an intelligent life form still, you know? Just because it doesn't look like us, it's not a human, it doesn't mean that it still doesn't have feelings. It doesn't love. You ever had like your cat sitting there, right? It purrs when you hug it and it knows where it wants to be around people. You know what I mean though? Like they have feelings. They're living too, just like us, you know, maybe not to the consciousness of, you know, they're not trying to
level us.
But, and then some things like it's crazy that just, we discredit a lot of things that could have happened, you know, like we could be aliens here and this is all their planet and we came here and fucked some shit up.
So,
you know,
well, the way I look at it is take the humans away from Earth. Okay, there's no humans on Earth. There, you know, there's only the animals and all that stuff. All humans are gone. Expand out. Okay, there's other fucking planets that look like Earth. Boom, there's life. Just the planet, because Earth in itself as a world is a living thing in itself. So
absolutely.
If you think about that, there's other planets that look like Earth out there. We've proven that. We have pictures of that. There's other life in space. just in that sense.
Yep.
Yeah. And just because we breathe oxygen doesn't mean something else. I mean, even here on Earth,
exactly.
not everything produced plants don't use oxygen.
There's some things that breathe methane and fucking carbon dioxide. And
you ever thought plants are harvesting us for our oxygen? That's when you're like, wait a minute, wait that we eat them, we feed off of them, and it's only so that they can continue to grow, because if we don't breathe, they don't get the oxygen or the carbon monoxide. So we breathe in the oxygen, we breathe out carbon monoxide, and that's what they breathe in, right? So you know,
the funny thing is, you're talking about the plant. There's studies right now of like forests that all the trees are interconnected like a brain.
Yeah.
They all think together and operate together and help each other out and all that stuff.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So Negley, and I know you like some of the, I say conspiracy theories, right? But just even rabbit holes is what they're really called, as we see what goes on really in the earth around this world, right? Like, we can say they're conspiracies, but now we're all like, what else do we have to do, right? Because everything else, now it's all coming true. We don't look stupid anymore.
Yeah,
now
exactly.
you guys are like,
that's why I'm diving so hard into this shit.
Well, what's one of the, I don't want to say wild, but what's your favorite, I gotta say, conspiracy theory or a theory of something that you really like?
I mean, lately it's been like the moon landing, like you talk about, because there's all this talk about, you know, going back to the moon, it's being postponed and all this stuff. And I came across, and I haven't had a chance to research it, because I, believe it or not, I'm old, but I'm not that old. I don't, you know, I wasn't alive when we landed on the moon. But I
barely.
What's my understanding that they had pictures the next day in the newspaper of the moon landing.
Yeah.
And so what they're saying is the technology didn't exist then to take a picture chronically from the moon to the earth. Mm-hmm. So when we took a picture, we had to go get the film developed that was on a negative. You had to do all this stuff. And that there's no possible way an astronaut could have taken a picture on the moon on a Friday, got us that film somehow when they weren't even here on the planet yet, and then the newspapers get a picture to publish the next day.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things that I'm kind of following as well. But then the more I thought about it, I'm like, we put rovers on Mars. Why didn't we ever put a rover on the moon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if we landed the first time, sure, and we went back a few times as well, why didn't we ever why did we pick Mars to have the first rover? Why don't we put a rover on the moon and have it run around the moon? It'd be a lot cheaper. It'd be done a lot quicker.
Well,
you know, like why?
Yeah.
Why is the moon off limits? Is what I'm getting at. Why is it off limits?
Yeah.
Yeah. And why is the moon off limits? And then why did NASA decide? Because, you know, NASA started off discovering ocean stuff, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how NASA started. They gave up on that. They said, nope, fuck that. We're going up here. And now they can't even do that right. So that's the, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's really the question? Because it's farther to the lowest part of the ocean than it is to leave the earth.
Yeah, because they found shit in the fucking ocean. They didn't want.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, they must have found something so insane. They're like, I'm going nowhere near it.
The TikTok video. Those fighter pilots said that they saw something below the surface of the ocean that TikTok came from. They saw an actual shadow object below the water surface.
What, Solarian hypnosis?
I mean, we've explored more of the space than we have the ocean.
Oh yeah.
We know more about the solar system than we do the ocean. So
or we think we do anyway. Yeah. Or we think we do.
Yeah.
I think half that shit's made up, dude. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but we don't know. That's the thing. We don't.
I think
know.
They just like you throw enough shit against the wall, something's got to stick, right? You know.
Yeah.
It just here's another theory, and that's the hardest part when you look into all this stuff, right? Is like, what are y'all talking about? You know, the black holes.
You know, they say, you know, hey, this planet's like X, I don't know, thousands of light years away. Well, how do we get the picture then? If it takes light thousands of years to get there, how the hell do we see it take the picture?
Yeah. Well, they say it sends it and then it's interpreted, right?
Yeah.
So it sends it as ones and zeros, and then another computer interprets it. So here's the real question, and on that too is anything that we really see really what's there? Because it's what's interpreted from one machine to another.
Oh my gosh.
What if this machine is like You know, AI is not always right? Like, you know, we take AI as it's true all the time. It's a search engine, right? Well, what if this thing had a hiccup and right there's an alien like waving at the fucking camera and it hiccuped and we didn't really see that. And now we just see this, you know, I'm not, you know, or the landscape doesn't look like that, you know, we don't fucking know. We don't really know. No. Like, you know, Mars isn't red. You know that, right? They do that to make us feel okay with it. It's blue, right? I think it's blue.
I don't remember.
Like the actual, like the actual glow of Mars is blue, but they turn it to red. They say the red planet because the surface is, you know what I mean, is red, right? But they don't want us to freak out because it's a blue ball floating.
Yeah, it's a mix. Okay, so
which is crazy.
It's a mix of tan, golden, brown, and gray.
Yeah, so it's some other thing, I guess, but yeah, it just comes off as some other color. I don't know. But what about you, Shotty? Do you have a I know you said about the mall thing. That's kind of funny that you knew about that. I mean, it's not funny, but it's cool that, like, I mean, it's something that really happened, and I feel like that was skipped past by a lot of people. You know what I mean? But in general, that happened, and it was such a big event, and they swept it under the rug as fast as they could. It seemed like nah, this was just some kids fucking around the mall. But do you have any things that like spark your interest when you see them sometimes?
I can't like think of it. Like, I don't really like research them, I guess you would say, but like just whatever I see on TikTok, I'll be like, oh, that's weird. Like the mall thing I saw on TikTok, and it was like a thing. It was like every other video, and then they were just like gone. Like, never saw them again.
Yeah, it did. Joe said it made it all the way to Australia because, dude, you saw the amount of cop cars, and I like, dude, you know what I mean. But that amount of cop cars, and there was people in there that say that this is what they saw guys in like men in black suits, go in and escorting these things. There was no fight. It was a portal opened up in the mall. This is what people are saying. Okay, let's go to the narrative of what they say happened. Right, what these other people say is a portal opened up. These beings came out. They ended up in the wrong place. Right, so they accidentally shot this portal in the wrong blah blah blah. Right, and there's supposedly like shadows, Joe. But so they say they ended up there. Well, they blocked it all off so that these other government people could come and get them and take them to where they needed to be instead of where they accidentally went to in the middle of this mall.
There's so many questions.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Like that the fact that like that. And I believe that we can open. I don't want to say us personally, right? But I believe that that's a possibility that to bend time and space, because I'm a big believer on not saying there's multiples of me or you, but we break off into different, and sometimes they collide by decisions we make or other people make. And I think that CERN has a big hand, I'm sorry, in making these timelines vibrate, right? So if you think about it like forks on a tuning fork, right? So they're going. Well, when something happens, like you smack that tuning fork, right? What happens? The lines start to vibrate, right? Well, if you hit it too hard, they hit together, right? So, which would then cause a disruption in those timelines. But I think, Stargate, it might be. Shit, dude. I mean, well, but that's how I think. So, I mean, not to say that my theory on that could change the next day, because I am a person that's learning and evolving, right? You know what I mean? I don't just have an idea and go with it, right?
Yeah.
But that's what I think. And I think there is some things that are disturbing all of that shit, and they don't want us to know about it because they're playing with toys they shouldn't be playing with, you know?
See, well,
I'm shooting my big brother's BB gun and I don't even know how to use it. You know, that's what's happening.
That's one thing I think about is it's so fucking advanced that they don't even know what the fuck it is, you know? So it's like, what if they don't know what it is, then it's like, what are we gonna tell the fucking public? We don't know anything.
Yeah, and that goes back to what you guys were saying.
And if we do know anything, it's gonna be very, very little. You know, it's like, you know, the president can come on tomorrow and be like, hey, there is extraterrestrial life, but we don't know anything about this shit.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, then
we're not ready to know it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoever is the judge of what we're ready to know, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, the entire world's in on it. I mean, you think about it, it's not just our country. Like all the countries of the world are in on it.
Yeah, they're all trying to fucking reverse engineer all this shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Or again, I don't know what's in Antarctica, right? I can't tell you
yeah,
that there's a monster under there or anything else, right? But we can all know this. This is something everybody you can go look at. We cannot agree as a world, as every country cannot agree on anything, right?
No,
we can't.
Nope, we can't.
But we can all
Except for
agree.
Antarctica.
Yeah, but we can all agree that that's off limits.
Yeah.
That why?
Yeah.
Why? You know, that's what I want to know more than anything. We can't agree to do anything else together, but for hundreds of years, right? 100 years or more, there's been a treaty that has been freestanding that nobody is going to do there.
Mm-hmm.
Joe says he knows what's in Antarctica. Joe, snow.
Yeah, ice.
But Joe had a contract where he was going to go to Antarctica. He does like deep sea. Joe has been on the podcast. He does. He can't tell me. I bet you can't. But he does like a lot of ocean deep sea fishing and rescue diving and stuff like that. So he had a contract, which I didn't think he made it to Antarctica, which I know he didn't. So he doesn't know. But anyway.
No, but you know, it's like you said, it's as a world, we can't agree on everything or anything.
We can't.
For Antarctica, all of a sudden, it's like, hey, you know what? You guys are right. We should limit who's here, and you know, and in the name of science, we should, you know,
and we're not going to ever fight over it.
Right?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like Antarctica and staying the fuck out of the oceans.
Well, so far, you know, like you can't. We have never. I mean, dude, we don't know what's down there.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we don't. We have no idea, dude. As much as we want to say, we have not. We can't go. I don't think we've ever been to the deepest parts of the ocean, to be honest. I don't think still.
No
way.
I don't think even a
not the
camera.
deepest.
I don't even think a camera
Not even
has
close.
been that deep. So like, who knows? You know, but
Well, the ocean's so vast and, you know, so mysterious and so out of our technology, you know, that we can't go down there because it's a foreign world to us. Our shit can't handle it. So it's just like we don't know what the deepest part of the fucking ocean is. There could be, you know, like in Godzilla, you know, there could be a hole in the fucking ocean that leads to the fucking center of the earth that opens up a whole nother fucking world, you know?
No, literally. It'd be a portal down
Who
there.
knows?
they are aliens, Joe. Whether or not we want to say they are, some of those fish are fucking definitely aliens, dude. I've seen them.
100%.
And what
yeah.
we say aliens look like, some of those glowing, translucent octopuses are fucking nuts, dude. I don't care. I'd shit myself if I saw one, even if it didn't try to attack me. I'd be like, "This is an alien. We are here."
Fucking, god damn it,
Squid.
yeah, giant squids, like
massive
giant squids
in pitch black water.
Yeah.
It's pitch black dark.
Yeah,
that are like 500 foot long, like bigger
and
than
freezing
whales
and freezing.
Yeah,
it's like you can't. Yeah. Octopuses are aliens. I would believe it. That's one thing. See, look at their head. Think about it. See, everything looks like how an alien would look.
You know, I was thinking the other day, I was like thinking about different animals, and an elephant came in my fucking thought, and I was like, if you really break down it, elephants are fucking weird. The way they look and all that shit, they have a fucking trunk they use as a fucking arm.
Yes.
They breathe through it, eat through it, and all that stuff. When you break it down, elephants look fucking. They can say damn near alien, right?
Exactly.
2 brains and 4 hearts. Yeah. It's crazy. Like, well, that's why I say I don't think, you know, we talk about aliens. I'm definitely more apt to say that we aren't really from here. I hate to say it, like I don't believe humans were built.
No,
I think when we talk about evolution, we're thinking they're putting that to us like we evolved to live here, but we got trained to some way through genetic evolution, right? May not be it may be man-made evolution, because if you go back and look, they've been looking into this stuff forever, right? There's been selective breeding for thousands of years, right? And so, you know, with all of these things, you know, who says we're not from somewhere else and we're just learning to live here? Because
could be.
You know, we're definitely parasites, you know,
100%.
Because like in the true form of what a parasite does is we just live on a host, and we're just gobbling up the earth for all it's good for.
Yep.
You know, that's all that we're doing. And there's nothing, and as much as we can say, oh, we know that and we hate it, right? What are you going to do about it? You know, I mean, like at this point in life, again, we're so far down the line.
Yeah.
You can back up some, but
I think
we're
that's
not gonna.
one thing that if say the aliens are real and all that stuff, that they haven't come down and just be like, here we are, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
They're watching us and they're like, look at these fucking cancer ass motherfuckers. They kill each other, blow each other up, and all that shit. The only reason we're watching them because they started using fucking nukes on each other.
yeah.
I'm not going down there. That's a ghetto down there.
No. Yeah, they're like, no. Look, they're still these people are fighting over land.
Yeah.
Look at them. Look at them.
They're using those little computers in their hands. The fuck these guys.
they still care what people think about them. That's crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Along anything. They have all fucking different nationalities, ideologies, different religions and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They still have fucking genitals and fucking sexual reproduction organs and all that.
You never know. Like, that's crazy. It's like, I think that they look at us and they're like, dude, you got to want to study something we don't go study the dumber animals, do we? Even on Earth,
no.
Right? We study this stuff and we're like, ooh, what does this do? Right? Look at this.
We study us because we're the smartest thing on Earth right now.
Yeah, we're like, ooh, look at the tribe or what do they call the pack of monkeys? Like or apes or whatever. They're like, look how they interact together, and we study that, right? So we want to study to learn about things and learn about, like, they're not going to come here and watch us, dude. They're going to be like, dude, look at these things. Well, our smartest person, like Neil deGrasse Tyson said that, right? So, like, think about if we put like the smartest person we know, like Stephen Hawking, right? They say, give us the smartest person you could think of if he was still alive, and we give him. I
was gonna say, I don't think he's available anymore.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but if he was still alive, right? I don't know who to pick now. Okay, but we give him to him, right? And we're like, here you go, and they're like, oh, great, give us somebody else. He's as smart as our 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
Right, you get what I'm saying? Like we're on what we think is, we are not as advanced. If we were that advanced, we would already know that what's watching us, or we would be watching them. If the fact that we even have to guess if something's watching us, we're not that smart. We're just not. We're taking guesses. But
it's like, you gotta think of it this way. It's like, why? If we are the only motherfuckers here on the whole existence of space, we're the only life in the whole thing. The mysterious cosmonaut and all that stuff came together and just formed this one fucking planet and was like, boom, life is only here. Nah, I don't believe that shit. No. I think if we're here, there's 10,000 billion different other fucking planets that have life on it. Whether it's like us or completely fucking different, there could be there could be life on fucking the sun for all we fucking know. We just can't fucking get in there because we don't have the technology.
Yeah. We can't get close to the sun. We don't even know it's there. They say you can't look at the sun, but you can. But anyway. Well, we almost hit the we're right a little over the 2-hour mark. Yeah.
Fucking
we start talking about aliens, dude. That's what happens. I was like, I sat back and I was wiping off because like I have this habit of every time when I'm talking, like I wipe my keyboard. If you see my arm, like I just wipe the, like the little
he's not wiping that.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing over there? You got wipe
that's this movement. No, just kidding. But anyway, but I was like, and I looked up at the thing and I was like, oh, 2 hours and 5 minutes. Nice. But I didn't even look because I'm just sitting here like talking, thinking about, because there's a lot of things like when you start talking about theories and things like that and with an open mind and not just like somebody commented, which I don't read a lot of comments if anybody does comment on videos like after I post clips, but somebody posted on or commented on the clip of Riley's podcast where he was talking about not always having to have an opinion, right? Yeah. Which I can understand a clip is taken as a clip, right? But they said, yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Joe. I don't know how to act when ladies are present. But they said, that's right. Not have to disagree, right? Like they're basically trying to say, well, you don't need facts. And that's the whole problem, right? Like you don't have to not interrupt, but you don't have to tell somebody they're wrong or argue with them to have a conversation. You don't have to agree with them, but that doesn't mean you have to prove your point to them.
No,
you know what I'm saying? And that's what he was talking about. But and see, that's what it comes out to be, is that people have to say, well, I got to prove I'm right. And there's no way that you're right when we can all be right. We can all be wrong just as equally, you know? It's all good. That's the fun part about this life is we have no fucking idea. You know? Like,
Exactly.
and right when you think you got an idea, you don't. You know?
Absolutely.
Right when you don't. But
just in that sense, nobody has this shit together, and nobody ever will.
We duct tape this life the best we can. You know, like,
we just think we have our shit together because we wrap our heads around this fucking little, reality we call life and all that shit.
But as we always ask people on the way out, I'll ask the person on this side first. So, Shotty, a piece of advice to give somebody.
Shotty, is there anything you want to cover before we end? I know we kind of went on a whole spiel.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's true. Sorry.
I don't think so. I mean, you just mentioned the open mind thing. I feel like I've just been sitting here absorbing everything. Like I didn't know about a lot of things that you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean, now I do. So that was really interesting.
That's always fun.
But I don't think I have anything else.
Okay.
No. You don't. I don't think you understand. You have to have something else. Like we are counting on you.
You gotta have an opinion. God damn it!
No, you gotta have something else to add to this because if not, this episode is screwed. I hate to put this on you like this. It all comes down to this. All right. So we're gonna try this again.
If you don't say a topic right now, we're deleting this episode.
We're gonna try this again.
All right, guys, we're re-wrapping up. We're going to start it again. Another 2 hours is coming up.
Let's do it.
But what advice? We'll do Shotty first. And what advice would you give to somebody, no matter where you're at in your streaming journey, as far as up to where you're at? What would you give somebody starting out if they wanted to do it? Something like that.
I would say starting out. Well, I mean, not just starting out, but like in general, just be yourself. I feel like there's a lot of things in the media that like you see that you kind of want to like copycat a little bit. So like make like your own brand. Like you see like the burnt peanut, for example. Like you see all those freaking apples and oranges trying to be like the burnt peanut. I feel like just being like yourself is the best thing,
Okay. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great one. Being yourself is always very, very important. Mr. Negley97, because we're gonna
Mr. Negley. You should put it as that.
Mr. Negley97. What would you have to say?
Almost the same line as what she's talking about. Don't try to be the next Courage or the next burnt peanut. Like, don't make that your point of why you want to do it. Like you said, be yourself. Everybody has their own way of streaming and being comfortable doing it. Like, if you have to do something that makes you feel uncomfortable to do it, don't do it. Just you be you. Because everybody's different. We all have different. You look at all of our streams, we might take stuff off of each other, like ideas here or there, but we're all unique. We all have our own uniqueness to us. We're not like what she said of like, we don't have apples and oranges running around because we want to be, like burnt peanut or what have you. So yeah, that's my big thing is be you. Don't try to be those big streamers. You have the talent, you have the idea, and
I mean,
even
if you try to be the big streamers, you're still not going to be it because you're not that person. You're your own person.
Correct. Yeah. They all started just like you did. I mean, all those big streamers started just like we did.
Yep.
And have fun with it. Like, don't take it too serious.
Heck yeah. Don't take it too serious.
Yeah, don't force yourself to do it. If you don't feel like streaming for a day, don't do it.
It took Mr. Beast 15 years before he blew up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, it was fun. I would love to have either of you back again because there's always something. It always seems like when it gets to the end, we could just keep going on. And there's like a bunch of other topics now I want to talk about. But if we don't try to hold it to 2 hours, you know what I mean? It turns into like a long thing. So, but I would love that though, because I know there's stuff that we would all now that we got the first part out of the way. That's how I always feel like the first time when a guest is on, it's like the introductory side, getting to know it. And then the second time you can always dive deeper into, then you can have a specific topic. But I always love just going off of my seat when somebody's new to the podcast, you know? I always love it. Yeah. 4 hours later, like Joe's, and then we're drunk and you can't understand us. Oh, God.
We're going to try to get to everyone together that's been on this season of the podcast and do like one big
something.
That would be so fun.
Because we can do up to 10 people in here at one time. And so it's not going to be maybe not like a full long podcast, but enough for everybody to pop in and say hi, you know, something that would be cool, you know? But we'll definitely message. But it's been fun. I appreciate you guys. I enjoyed it a lot.
Pretty cool.
Thanks for having us.
I loved it. Sorry, Shotty. It's not like, I don't know. I feel bad now after Flame said that. I'm like, damn, I just realized all we talked about was crazy topics and old people stuff.
No, I love that kind of stuff. I love that.
You know what I mean? But I was like, it was cool. It was cool to have both of y'all on here. It's fun to see. I love to see it. Even when y'all do like your streaming together and stuff, I think that's cool as hell. So
yeah, we don't do it all the time. But yeah, we do it. It's fun.
I still like it.
You know,
that's the whole point of doing it. To have fun.
It is. Yeah, it's a fun thing because you know you saw from prior to even come up, we can just look at each other and make each other laugh. Even when we're not streaming together and we're playing repo together or whatever.
I love that. Man.
We will do something where we're pissing ourselves. Yeah, that's what's so much fun about the whole thing.
Yeah, if you haven't laughed today, then it's a day wasted.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. I'm glad she forced me into this.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Me too.
Twisted the alarm.
It was worth it. It was worth it. Yeah.
The paperclip buddy from Windows, yes. Swordmade sitting right there at the end came with something with a random comment right there at the end. Was like, do you remember the paperclip from Buddy? Yes, I remember that popping up like
Buddy paperclip.
Yeah. And then you could get the other ones. Do you remember the other buddies? I know we have to end, but do you remember you could get the other ones in the little gorilla that would swing across the screen and then all that stuff?
Wasn't there a cone?
Dude, there was all kinds of them.
There's
back
all kinds
then.
of things,
they came up with them. But anyway, it's been fun.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us. First podcast.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for everybody
all the
coming
comments and
make sure you hit that like button.
Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot all
thumbs
about
up button.
the like
And subscribe.
Yeah, I'm horrible. I forgot.
Taking my job away from me.
Do the things we need to do. I don't know. But all right, so
we all catch y'all later, guys, on the next episode. Peace out, guys.
See you.
See you.
Go.
Thanks.
And that's a wrap on another episode of the Keeping Gaming Weird podcast. A massive thank you to all of you for plugging in and spending your time with us. We had a blast, and we hope you did too. If you enjoyed the ride, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out when a new episode drops. It's the best way to support the show and keep the weirdness coming.